Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 5 of Breaking the Fourth Wall. I'm Sean Cobble.
And I'm Sean Sorensen.
And we're your hosts. We're going to talk comics and comic industry news. We're going to talk about our sponsors a little bit. We're going to talk about Batman 17 a whole lot. That's going to be our main thing for the first part of the podcast. There are going to be spoilers, so if you haven't read that yet, go read that and come back and listen to this. It's a very crazy and controversial book right now, and there's a lot to talk about, so we're going to talk about it a lot. It's very cold in Florida right now. We don't like it. We kind of have little sniffles going on, so please excuse if we sniffle or sneeze or cough or the dogs go crazy. But cold weather makes things happen. Bad things happen. Shouldn't be cold in Florida, damn it. I don't like it. Also, we're going to have our buddy Jason Craycroft join us in a little bit. He's running a little bit late, but he is going to join the podcast at some point. He was on last week with us with our That Shit Cray episode. And also, you'll hear my wife, Kirsty, chime in occasionally. Say hi, Kirsty.
Hello.
And then you'll probably hear my dogs, Fox and Sydney, because they're loud. And I like to eat loudly and drink loudly and all that stuff and bark and go crazy. So,
Apparently people like that, though. People are fans of that.
Oh, that's good.
Wasn't Ashley a fan of it or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Ashley likes hearing the dogs walk around because she hears the collars.
So we're going to have spoilers, like I said, and the episode will be explicit. We'll say some bad words and probably have some inappropriate content. So
There's no Superior Spider-Man this week, though.
There is no Superior Spider-Man. That's good. I won't have anything to yell about according to that. I don't have a really...
You don't have a rant this week.
I don't really have a rant. Like, anything that was bad didn't, infuriate me, and there was a lot of good stuff. So overall, it was a pretty good week.
Stay tuned, kids. He'll have another one.
And you never know. I might pop one off the top of my head. I want to give a shout-out to our sponsors, InvestComics.com and Famous Faces and Funnies in West Melbourne, Florida. InvestComics is a great website. It's a entertainment investment site. It talks about comic news, has interviews, has our podcast, has another video review show that Sean Sorensen is a part of.
Got beat shit up with hammers this week.
We beat the shit out of stuff with hammers. That's pretty awesome.
It was.
I mean, if you're a fan of Gallagher or Donkey Kong, maybe.
Even Thor.
Even Thor.
I did channel my inner Gallagher, though. I wish we had watermelons.
That would be awesome. Or if you're just a fan of serial killers that kill people with hammers.
Don't watch that, then. Please. I don't need that.
Oh, you don't need that on your conscience?
No.
Oh, come on.
I need motivation from Sean. No. No.
Going down in history, Sean.
No, I am not. I don't want to be known for anything. All right. So I guess the first thing we're going to talk about news-wise is, I guess the biggest news this week was Jeff Johns is leaving Green Lantern after 9, almost 10 years of writing this book.
It's going to be weird because you kind of take for granted that he's on Green Lantern. You know, he's just been there for so long. He's
the reason why Green Lantern's popular, why it got a movie. I mean, granted, the movie wasn't that great, but it's the reason why Green Lantern is a main character in the DC universe now. He took Hal Jordan from being one of the worst characters next to Aquaman to being one of the best characters in the DC universe.
I mean, look, he was so popular that the only 2 groups in the DC universe that didn't get completely retconned were the Batman universe and the Green Lantern universe. I mean, look, their biggest icon character of all time, Superman, they completely retconned him. They completely started over with him. They kept a couple things, like the Doomsday thing happened and stuff like that. But, I mean, they even got rid of the Lois Lane relationship. But they kept pretty much the entire Green Lantern history intact. I don't know if they kept Parallax.
They haven't mentioned it.
Yeah.
They haven't said anything about it. They haven't said anything about any of the entities. But just the fact that he's done this for 9 years, it's going to be hard for someone to follow him.
It's going to be crazy hard for somebody to follow him.
And then later that day, they announced all the writers were leaving all the Green Lantern books.
There's a lot of speculation as to who's going to take over what. Keith Giffen is supposedly going to take over.
I'll stop reading New Guardians. I don't care. That annual he did and that Threshold book he did is god-awful. I will not read that book.
And it's weird because I like Keith Giffen. I just haven't really... Well, he did OMAC, didn't he?
Yeah.
Part of him and Dio.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved OMAC. Most people didn't, but I loved it. But the thing is with Keith Giffen is he's very... I guess he's pigeonholed and there's certain kinds of things he's going to work on. And OMAC was very much a Silver Age Kirby throwback character. And so Keith Giffen works on that. That's his forte. And
Kyle Rayner's not a Silver Age character.
no. Yeah.
But
Ron Mars is still out there writing books. If they brought Ron Mars back to write Kyle Rayner, I would totally read that. I mean, he created him, He was Kyle Rayner. Ron Mars was the guy that had the long run before Jeff Johns, and it was good, but
nowhere near Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns created Rebirth. He created Parallax. He brought all 4 of the Green Lanterns together. He wrote, in my opinion, one of the best books from DC ever, Sinestro Corps War.
That did the industry standard for crossovers with Blackest Night.
He did Blackest Night, and then he did War of the Green Lanterns. And ever since then, it kind of felt like he was a little burnt out on it. You kind of saw this coming. You kind of saw that he wasn't going to last much longer or do too much longer. The dogs are drinking in unison. It's pretty adorable.
Dogs are going crazy.
Yeah, but it's a shame to see him go. I want to know who's going to replace him, but at the same time, he's still going to stay on Justice League. He'll still be on Justice League of America, and he'll still be on Aquaman. Right? Yeah. So those are 3 great books right now from DC. And
it looks like it's just he realized he's done telling Green Lantern stories. I mean, really, what else can he do? He redefined the entire history. He
originally set out just to do with 3 big parts. He rebirthed Sinestro Corps and Blackest Night. Mm-hmm. That was his thing, and then he just kept going with it because he realized he had more stories to tell.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't realize it, but weren't Tomasi and Bedard, they were doing Emerald Warriors and Green Lantern Corps.
Tomasi had been doing Green Lantern Corps since Sinestro Corps War.
Yeah, for this. And
then he switched over to Emerald Warriors, and Tony Bedard came on to Green Lantern Corps after Blackest Night, I think.
But for the end of the Pre-52 stuff. So, this core group of creators has been the Green Lantern universe for a long time now.
2 years, 3 years at least.
I don't know what's going to happen. There's so many different ways it could go. I mean, I would like to think, since it's Green Lantern is one of their best-selling books, obviously, that they're not just going to hand this to anybody.
I don't know. Sales are going to go down on it fast.
Oh, they'll immediately drop a little bit, unless they do something unless they just pull out.
Let's just say Scott Snyder's writing Green Lantern.
Yeah.
The sales are dropping.
Or they snatch even if they snatch a big indie writer, it's going to drop until they prove themselves. But I mean, they're going to have to really pull a big name in. And right now, a lot of the other big name draw creators are already working for Marvel.
Yep.
Or already on core DC books. I love Jeff Lemire. I just don't know if Green Lantern is his kind of thing. I don't know if I
don't think he'll be on it. There's one rumor going around saying Peter Tomasi's done with Green Lantern Corps, and this might be his shot to go on Green Lantern and do that, which that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, he's good.
It's like going from the minors to the majors, so that's pretty cool.
I want to see Tony Bedard still doing something now.
He's so focused on video game stuff, though. Really? He moved to Chicago to do this whole video game writing and all that stuff, so I don't think we're seeing any more from him.
Well, did he finish his Beowulf back up in Sword of Sorcery?
I don't know. I'm not reading that book. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, well, that is big news, though. And, obviously, DC and Marvel just had their little creative conference things where they met with other creators. Supposedly, there were some rumors that Dan DiDio actually apologized to all the creators for DC's just been running their ship really weird lately. They're between the Gail Simone email firing and bouncing creators.
She got hired again.
Yeah, but, I mean, and then canceling some books 4 issues in. I mean, I know nothing actually ended issue 4, but I mean they're calling the cancellation at issue 4, and they're like what Sword of Sorcery is going to be done at 8, and Team 7 is going to be done at 8, and they're canceling books left and right, and then they're bringing out stuff like Vibe might do well, I would think, because they're really tying it into the Justice League of America. They're trying to make they're making him the portal to the other universes. That's cool. So I can see them trying to push that.
If Vine makes it a year, I'll be impressed.
I don't know. I can see him doing a lot with him and really pushing him.
Jeff Johns only writing the first issue. He's only co-writing the first issue.
Yeah. But then Katana, we're not reviewing it this week because it wasn't very good.
I got to smash hearts with a hammer for it. That's how bad it was.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing, man. It's just, and we talked about the movement in Green Team last week. And they do have, I don't know if we mentioned, I think we actually skipped over that part because we were just kind of stunned that they were bringing these books out. But the creative teams associated with those are good. Gail Simone's writing one, and Balthazar and Franco are doing the other.
I'm so used to Balthazar and Franco doing kids' books, though.
Yeah.
For them to do a serious book, it's weird.
But they will, both of those creative teams, Balthazar Franco and Gail Simone and whoever else she wants, have an instant readership. Like, people are going to grab that book.
Yeah, but Balthazar and Franco's readership is 10-year-olds.
I don't know, man. They're all Kickstarter jumped up. Like, it met its goal the first day, so there are people out there that like their stuff.
Yeah, but I can't. What, they're doing the 1% or the 99%?
They're doing the green team, I believe. I could be wrong.
Whichever one that is. Like, unless it's drawn in their style, it's just going to be weird to like read them doing a somewhat serious book.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. But there's a lot of creators shake up always at DC, and then this is just the latest, biggest one. But it does seem like this is of their own will. At least Jeff Johns, he just said, I'm stepping down because I'm done. So we'll see. They can go in a lot of directions, but I don't know. I'm just curious to see what's up next. Next little bit of news. This came out, I think I read it on Bleeding Cool earlier last week. If you're familiar with The Seduction of the Innocent, it was a book written by Frederick Wertham, I believe 1954. And he was a German-born psychiatrist who basically had this huge vendetta against media and its influence on the youth of America, or youth of the world. He rallied against violence and sexuality and any kind of behavior that he deemed bad. Homosexuality was a big thing he was against in television, but he really was known for being a crusader against comic books. And he wrote this book called Seduction of the Innocent, and he supposedly had all of this research and all of this tests that he'd done showing that kids that had read comics were linked to all kinds of terrible things, murders and molestation and rape and robbery, everything else. And this book became such a talking point that they had a Senate subcommittee on this, and basically the Senate subcommittee recommended to the comics industry that they really needed to watch what they were doing. So it was basically a veiled threat saying, if you don't police yourselves, we're going to police you. And so that's where the Comics Code came from. And some of you newer readers might not know the Comics Code because it's really not been around for a few years now. There are a few books that still carry it, but not many. But it was kind of like with the video game and movie ratings, they kind of policed themselves saying, this is okay for kids. And the Comics Code it was an industry thing. It wasn't anybody outside. And but some of the things that were involved were you couldn't have certain words like zombie or terror or murder in your books. You couldn't show certain kinds of violence or murder. You couldn't even villains always had to be brought to justice. A villain couldn't get away with anything. A villain always had to be caught and handled. So it just really twisted stuff around, and it completely crushed EC Comics, William Gaines' company, EC Comics. So all the creepy, if you're a Tales from the Crypt, if you ever watched the TV show Tales from the Crypt, all those old horror and crime comics from back in the day, it destroyed them. They couldn't publish anymore because they couldn't have the Comics Code on them, and so they couldn't be sold anywhere. Because you really didn't have comic shops back then. You had newsstands and you had, drugstores that sold, grocery stores, stuff like that. So, these places weren't going to carry these books, so they didn't have a comics code. EC Comics and other creators other companies like this couldn't have this code. Well, eventually, the industry grew out of that. There were independent companies started doing stuff that was non-comics code stamped. You've seen a million things over the years that were very not family friendly, but, it has a right to be out there. You don't have to let your kids buy it, but, if you want to buy it, it's there for you. Well, it was just released that a lot of Frederick Wertham's research was completely faked, which has been kind of an obvious, poorly kept secret for comics fans for years. We all knew this wasn't true. One of the things he said was basically the adults that no longer currently read comics wouldn't keep their old comics for any kind of sentimental value, when that was obviously not true. There are all kinds of people that have comics that they had when they were a kid that they don't read anymore, but they remember them as a kid. It's obvious sentimental value. But he was a hack, and he destroyed an entire industry of comics. There were no horror comics for years because of him. Some of the greats weren't publishing comics like William Gaines for years because this hack piece of shit decided that he didn't like it. I mean, he was condemning Wonder Woman, saying because she was a strong, independent female character that she must be a lesbian. He was the one that's, it was always kind of a joke about Batman and Robin being gay, but he was the one that really perpetuated this. It's ridiculous. The man destroyed the comics industry for years and really, I think, set back creativity in comics for decades. And it's nice to finally have some vindication that this man was full of shit. Actual proof that he faked his research and not just skewed it a little bit, but completely lied. Kids that he said testified that they had these crazy thoughts and did these crazy things because of comics. They went back and found the interviews and found the notes, and these kids were like, it had nothing to do with comics. It had the bad upbringing or whatever else. It had nothing to do with comics. Some of these kids didn't even read comics, but he blamed it all on these comics, and it's a nice little vindication. Something that a lot of people in the comics industry have known for a long time that it couldn't have been true, but to have it actually put out there that it's real and that comics are not bad for you, to have it proven this guy was a piece of shit is a really nice little victory for the comics world. And yeah, it's a bit late. We're talking 60 plus years late, but better late than never, I guess. And it's kind of fitting that we were just talking about Frederick Wortham and how he insisted that comics caused homosexuality and degenerate behavior. But Craycroft has joined us. Jason Craycroft is here. You remember from last week, Windowless Van.
Seduction of the podcast.
Yes. Uncle Touchy's Naked Puzzle Basement.
Baby Dick.
Baby Dick.
A lot of requests for Baby Dick to be reality, so
I think you should do it.
Oh, dear God.
You can have Neil George draw it.
I've already had goddamn million ideas for that. It is great.
For Baby Dick?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's thought about nothing but Baby Dick for a week.
What else is new?
Oh, God. Anyway.
What are we talking about now?
You get Baby Dick on your brain.
It's hard to get away.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, Frederick Wortham, rat bastard. He's been dead for 30 years now anyway. He died in 1981. So, yeah, he's been dead for 32 years. So, hope you're rotting in hell, you bastard.
Yeah. He's keeping it warm for that guy that said all the inoculations or whatever, giving everybody autism.
Yeah.
Or just Jenny McCarthy. Just give him Jenny McCarthy.
That'll work. No Carmen Electra?
I don't have a problem with her.
Okay.
What's the problem with it? Never mind.
She's been through hell. Dennis Rodman.
Wasn't she dating Drew Carey?
She's dating Prince. She was dating Prince. She was like 19.
Really?
Who wasn't?
Oh, that's true.
Who hasn't?
I think the Jackson 5 were dating Prince.
Oh, same time. All right, what's the last bit of news?
Last bit of news is we talked about it for a little bit last week, and I've had a couple people actually ask me about it and talk about it still. It's Orson Scott Card writing for the new digital first Superman book, an anthology book that's coming out. Adventures of Superman.
Right.
So there was a big online petition. People were, hundreds, tens of people, whatever, were calling for him to be fired by DC Comics. And just like I expected, DC Comics came up with a response, and it was basically, we're not going to fire him because everyone has a right to their own opinion, and an independent person's opinion doesn't reflect on their company. Because there's...
So typical PR.
Yeah. I mean...
No, typical would be to fire him. Look at the goddamn radio business.
Yeah, that's true. Don Imus I was on the radio for 30 years before he got booted for his nappy-haired hose comment. So,
Isn't it back on like Sirius Radio or something?
Yeah, he got an independent thing, I guess Sirius or XM,
something like that.
I think it's the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't have either.
But Orson Scott Card, yeah, he's a complete douchebag. I had somebody ask if why I didn't want him fired. Is because if you're going to go around trying to deny someone work because you don't agree with their opinions and their beliefs, you might as well be a Republican.
I'll definitely be out of a job.
Yeah,
I'm screwed.
So the only way you can do it, you basically you show your protest with your money. I don't buy Chick-fil-A because I don't believe with their rights. I don't think they should be shut down.
You don't eat hate sandwiches?
I don't eat hate sandwiches.
But they're so good.
They are fucking delicious, and it's the hardest goddamn decision I've ever made in my entire life, if that tells you anything.
You're going to have the Southern-style chicken sandwich at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah. It's like, Dude, that's like
You can just go to the freezer section of Walmart and buy one.
I almost said something incredibly inappropriate, but I won't.
I dare you.
No, this one crosses. This one was an edit. This one would be an edit cross the line comment.
I can't be the only one edited for content.
It'll happen. Don't worry. But anyway, I don't.
Really?
I don't.
Chick-fil-A now.
I don't believe. Yeah, I want Chick-fil-A, but it's
Sunday.
Sunday. Fuck you.
That's just them saying "fuck you" to everyone. Like, oh, you want Chick-fil-A on Sunday? No.
But I don't believe he should be shut out of the business. If there are people out there that believe in what he believes in and want to support him or like his stuff and want to support him, they have the right to. If you don't believe in what he believes in and don't want to support him, don't buy the book. That's the quickest way to get DC to do something. Writing your name on an online petition and sending it to them is going to have them look at you and shrug. But if they see that, they're expecting 30,000 sales of this first issue, and they get 7,000, and they put out the next issue without him, and their sales triple. You've just voted with your money. They're not going to bring him back on the book because they know what people think.
I don't think they're expecting 30,000 for a digital comic, though.
I bet they could if it's a digital. Well, between digital and print, once they print.
Batman Beyond, I don't even think in print it sells that much.
You don't think between the two they're hitting? I don't know. It's like
Not Batman Beyond, no.
What
I buy it.
about what's the other
Legends of the Dark Knight?
Like?
Probably not.
It's good too.
They don't sell that
That's
well.
great.
And they've got a lot of big creators. I don't know. I mean, I would think between the two they would hit that. I don't know. Maybe not. But and also maybe they're going to get enough hype from all of this that people won't buy the Orson Scott card issues, but then they'll buy the next one. I don't know. We'll see. But DC said they're not going to fire him. If you vote with your money, they probably won't hire him again.
It makes you feel better. I won't buy them in any format. So.
Okay.
Just because I don't care.
That makes me feel better.
I don't care enough.
But
So we
you're
don't
not.
ever have to talk about it.
Yeah.
I'll let you two talk about it from now on. Because I know Jason will buy it.
I'll
The day it
probably
comes
buy-
out. The day it comes out.
I probably will know. I was going to say I'll get a Chick-fil-A sandwich and then do it, but I can't bring myself to do that for some reason.
I feel bad for the guy that's drawing the book.
That's not his fault.
That's drawing the
It's
issue.
Mitt Romney.
Oh, fuck him. I hope he gets full-blown shark eggs.
Mitt Romney's taking his hand at writing or drawing.
Draw the books.
Oh,
He
great.
needs to do something.
But anyway, that's enough of that. We just want to mention that DC had a response, and it was kind of what we figured. So if you don't like it, don't buy it. If you don't care, buy it. Do what you got to do. I personally think if you buy it, you're a hate-mongering piece of shit. But that's okay.
You can pirate it if you absolutely have to read it.
If they buy it from the store, they should bring a Chick-fil-A. That should be how it works.
Some waffle fries.
Hell yeah,
Can I
waffle
still
fries.
eat Chick-fil-A if someone else buys it for me?
That's your personal
Well, if you
opinion. I don't
get
care.
the way my wife justifies it is if you get the free gift certificate things, you're not giving them money, and you're taking stuff from them, so it hurts them.
That's true.
This is very. But then if it's somebody bought you a gift card, well, now you've defeated the whole purpose.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let I had Chick-fil-A for breakfast.
So you're gonna have to use
So-
coupons.
See, I missed their breakfast because those little mini biscuits are
That's what I
fucking
had.
delicious.
Yeah.
dude.
Just complain. Just make up complain. Just here you go. Here's my thing. Go complain online. Bitch, bitch, bitch. They'll send you free stuff.
Is that what you do? Is
No,
that what your wife does? Is
no.
that what you're going to do when you get
Well,
home?
she goes. Like the schools give you free shit from Chick-fil-A all the time. So have a kid.
Well, I guess I should have done
That's a horrible
See, that's a great idea. I should have done this the other day on
Have a kid?
Valentine's Day. Yeah, you had a kid. I should have had a kid on Valentine's Day. Damn it.
No.
No, thank you.
You rush them out like that, they didn't really form all.
It's kind of flip.
More just a blood clot.
Don't worry, man. I don't want your vagina distended. The other day, people were posting pictures
It's not
of
like leg warmers or anything.
damn it. You tore it out of shape. You bust the seam.
They call it the old wizard sleeve. Don't they?
Yes.
That's offensive.
The old pink sock.
Oh, that's
God,
a different thing. What's the matter, Sean?
I had to see a birthing video when I was in high school and it still haunts me.
I was in a birthing video when I was nice.
It was horrible. It was so
That-
horrible. I don't know how you
Still have a copy?
yeah, still have a copy.
knew it.
I watch every now and then.
It's awful.
Yeah, you went through 3 of them. Well, your wife went through 3 of them.
Well, yeah.
Were you in the
When
room?
you learn the where to stand, that's better.
How long did it take you to figure that out? 2 or 3?
Well, I mean, it kind of when shit gets going, like, you're kind of supposed to be responsible and a good husband. So,
They're not just firing them out like a cannon at you.
oh yeah, it's not like a ping pong ball trick or whatever. It's not, but
The banana lady, Doug Stanhope.
just bounce off. No, it's not like that. But no, yeah. So yeah, you figure it out. They don't. It's gross.
on Valentine's Day, they were posting pictures online of Chick-fil-A. I guess they were, if you filled out a little survey card with them or whatever, they would give you your chicken sandwich in a heart shape. Like their breakfast biscuit was like, I don't know if the chicken or the biscuit itself was heart shaped. And that would have been a perfect time to complain, because I could have handed it to them upside down and say, "Why did you give me chicken in the shape of balls?" Awesome.
That's pretty good.
Why, guys? Why? I don't know if they did it this year.
You put an apple pie on one end of it, and it's just a penis.
That's awesome. Let's do this.
It's it was 2008. They did. If you voted, they gave you free chicken sandwiches. I hit up 3 Chick-fil-A's that day. It was awesome. I don't think they did this
skewed the election.
I've always had kind of a special anger for Chick-fil-A, as delicious as they are, even before all this stuff came out, because I worked in the mall for a long time years ago, and I worked every Sunday. Like, I worked the other days too, but I worked every Sunday, and you're like, oh, I want Chick-fil-A. Fuck you, Chick-fil-A closed on Sundays. It's like it's right there. You can see it. You're looking through the little grate at the empty counter, just furious that their delicious, hate-filled chicken isn't going to be in your belly. I hate it.
I'm going to get you Chick-fil-A next Sunday. Or I'll just buy it for myself and eat it in front of you, just to piss you off even more. You can't eat it.
Get Five Guys. Fuck it all.
Oh, God, yeah. Five Guys.
Or Moe's.
No. Moe's is good. Five Guys is really good.
Five Guys is pretty delicious.
We're going to Pollo Tropical.
No.
Racist.
Yes. I'm not going there. Every time I've driven past there, the line's been ridiculously long. I don't care.
I just don't give a shit about it. There's too many other good restaurants to wait in line for something.
It's not very good. It's tasty, but it's not worth waiting for.
Yeah, fuck all that.
It's also a food review show?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the books of the week. We're just talking about food all podcast.
All right, you got here just in time, Craycroft. We're going to talk about, and like we said, spoilers, Batman 17. This is the conclusion to the death of the family story. It's what everybody's been waiting for, and there are a lot of mixed reviews.
Should we just go in order? Well, what's your review? What's your review?
What I figured this week was, I said it to him, I think, is this week was like the epitome of not fulfilling your bloodlust. Because same thing happens in other comics this week.
Yeah, and we'll talk about one of them later.
There is a scientific way of writing where you can write to make people want whatever you're hoping and shit like that. So these assholes are writing that they're just increasing people's bloodlust, and then they're not capitalizing it. It's just a total cock tease.
And we talked about this at Famous Faces and Finds the other night. Me, Sean, and Rick, the owner, that my first response, and I've read this book 3 times now. The first time I read it, I was a little bit disappointed. Because I was like, man, they hyped this all up, and they could have done this and this. And I wasn't expecting a death. You could tell that he was kind of driving the wedge in between Batman and the family. You knew the death of the family was going to be just kind of making everybody not want to be the Bat family anymore. I knew that. But I didn't expect a death. But I expected a face to be cut off, or
Well, you almost got that.
Yeah.
And then they said, I got you.
Yeah. I've got... for that first day after I read it the first time, I kind of had comic blue balls. I was like, oh,
see, cock tease.
And
no, I fully agree.
And I mean, and you're reading it too, and we're just gonna spoil the shit out of this book, so deal with it. They're sitting there, and their hoods are on their faces around the table, and he opens the tray up, and it's their fucking faces, and you're like, holy shit, he did it!
Yeah.
Fucking A, he did it, and then. Blah, blah, blah. Batman does his bat tricks, and then he pulls the hoods off in their faces.
He pulls it off of Damian first. Damian says, I can't feel my face. It's numb. It's like, oh, you look fine. It's okay.
It was cool because you see the back of Damian's head, and he's looking at him, and he's like, I can't feel my face. And you're like, shit, he fucking really did it. And then he turns
around. It's like, God damn it.
Every time I've heard people say they can't feel their face, they're really high.
This is true.
So
yes,
or
they have no hands.
It was leading up. It was leading up to that oh shit moment. This whole series, this whole 5-6 issues, whatever it was leading up to this oh shit moment. And you get to it, and you're like, oh, there's the oh shit moment, and then it's not oh shit moment. He just pretty much.
But see, at the same time, it was the ultimate oh shit moment. Because when
I first read it, I thought it was that. I was like, oh my god!
But then even when he flips it on you and they're not there, you're like, oh shit! He really, fucking totally screwed me. He had me, and he really didn't do it. He had you until to the panel, man, to the fucking panel. You were right there going, he really did this shit, and then to find out he doesn't. Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, the first time I read it, I had a lot of disappointment. And the second time I read it, I started getting a little more. And, like, I've read it 3 times now, and, like, I'm pretty satisfied with the book.
Well, on the plus side, it is the best dialogue between the Joker and Batman I've read.
And it, hands down, in my opinion, makes Joker the most terrifying villain in comic book history. Because he does not give a fuck.
No.
He is crazy.
And when they do the flashback and Bruce is walking into Arkham and he's Bruce and he says, hey, you left this card here. Joker just doesn't even care. It really becomes the point that he's just in it for the game. He doesn't care that it's Bruce Wayne. It's just a game of cat and mouse with him.
Yeah, the look on his face, like, Capullo's art on this is fantastic. But the look on his face, look at that. He doesn't give a shit. Like, he is like...
He doesn't even look at Bruce.
He's like, you don't have bat ears, motherfucker. Why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Like, it don't even care.
Come back in the bat suit, we'll talk.
It's... I don't know. Like I said, the first time it was disappointing, and then the more I read it, I still have a couple problems with the book. I don't think it's a perfect book by any means. I know some sites give it like perfect 10s or perfect 5s or whatever.
Here's
7 dildos up or whatever they give them. But
here's the huge complaint with it. All right, he just falls. That's it. You don't know if he's dead. You don't know what happens.
That's one of my complaints.
You go back to Court of Owls. How'd they end it with his brother? If you haven't read this yet, I don't know why you haven't. How'd they end it with his brother in Night of Owls? He fell.
Yeah.
You don't know if he's dead or not. How'd they end it in Black Mirror? James Gordon fell. You don't know if he's dead or not. This can't be his ending to all of his books. He's a great writer. He writes great lead up. It just seems like he might have a little bit of Mark Millar syndrome where he can't deliver a great ending.
God.
Think about it. His last 3 Bat books, the big stories have all ended with someone falling and you don't know if they're dead or not.
My 2 main problems were that, like, if it got to this point, and like, you know, he has a point where Joker is running away, and before the Bat family gets Joker gassed, he's struggling. He's like, he's going to stay with them and take care of him. And they're like, no, really. And he's like, no, go get him. We're cool. Get the fuck out of here. So he's like, all right. He's got the okay from the family. He's going after Joker. And he gets him, and they're on the ledge and over the waterfall and all that. And then he falls. Immediately, Batman's going to go find him. He's not just going to let him. He's not just going to let a body be floating there. He's not going to like one. Batman is like the ultimate detective and the ultimate fucking OCD. Everything is taken care of. Everything has to be in its place. You don't just probably dead, fell in the water. Like it's not. He's not going to do that.
Well, that was simple enough.
if he had like pushed him, he's like, I can't do this anymore. This was the last straw. The next time you come back, you're just going to do something worse. If he had pushed him and never told any of the family, that would have been awesome.
Yeah,
I'm gonna kill the shit out of you, Joker.
Yeah, just pushes Joker. Is like, I broke my cardinal thing. I killed someone.
And the other problem I have with it is, you know, everybody's Joker gassed.
Oh, that shit doesn't last very long. It only lasts like 3 panels.
And he's literally like, Joker gas?
Alfred's okay.
Everybody's cool.
Yeah.
And it's like he didn't explain. I mean, you know that there's an antidote or whatever, that's fine.
I feel like this should have been a double-sized issue.
Yeah. And I do like the interaction between Bruce and Alfred. That's really funny when Bruce gives him his little bell.
The cool part...
He tells his friend to go to hell. Alfred tells Batman to go to hell.
The cool part is it really is the death of the family, because none of them trust him now. None of them want to be associated with Bruce.
But going into that, that's one of the things that bugs me, too, is like, you know, the end of the book, Bruce Wayne is calling everybody. Like, trying to get them, you know...
They all have trust issues with him now.
Yeah, but there's Alfred, who they love, and who had nothing to do with anything, laying up in bed, who just had the most traumatic experience of his life, and they're just like, fuck off. Like, they're not going to come and check on Alfred. They don't... I mean, yeah, they're mad, but, you know, come on.
He's okay. Look, he's probably like 70. He's going to die soon anyways.
He's a 70-year-old butler who got Joker gassed and has been kidnapped by the Joker
he's
for God
a
knows how long.
He'll be back buttling in no time.
Buttling.
Yeah. By Batman 18, he'll be okay.
Benson ain't got shit.
Benson.
I almost
Fucking Mr. Belvedere.
Robert Guillaume should be Alfred in the new.
That would be awesome. I'd be down with that. I'd totally watch that.
I mean,
Is Mr. Belvedere still alive?
No, he's dead. Christopher Hewitt. Show some respect.
It's Mr. Belvedere in my heart.
Really, it's a Bob Uecker show.
Bob Uecker's a fucking genius.
He's dead, too.
It was a great 5-issue. It was a great arc. 5-issue arc. It's just the ending wasn't...
Better than Noah's.
Yeah. And the thing is, the fact that
At least Noah's can float.
Yeah.
They all float down here.
Two of every... Oh, there's the fact that the big thing is that Batman Incorporated #8, and that's signed written by Scott Snyder. That's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
You know about that, I'm assuming. It's leaked all over the place by now. So
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they're just going to... I don't think they're going to kill Damian.
No, they are.
You really think they're... I figured they would just get rid of Robin.
No, they're killing Damian.
They're just going to...
Spoiler.
If they're going to kill Damian, that's just going to... I mean, they've just got him where he's likable. Like, for the first time...
why they're going to kill him, because he's supposed to...
But Batman Incorporated is not part of the New 52.
Exactly.
But they're saying it's going to be canon. I've heard it's supposedly going to be canon.
The new Robin?
No, the death of Damian is supposed to be like... I've heard that they're going to make whatever happens in Batman Inc. canon as part of the 52. Like, the ramifications. Like, if he dies in there, he dies in the New 52, is what I've heard. So, I don't know. Like, I can't see him killing him in Batman Inc. and then...
I just want to know why they wouldn't kill him in regular Batman. Like, no one reads Batman Inc.
I
no
do.
one.
It's
really? Do you really?
I do. I like it.
It's only going 12 issues, so it's okay.
Well, there you go.
But
it's only because
would
of
you
Grant
not agree
Morrison.
that they should have killed him in the main Batman book then?
I don't think it really makes a difference. Really killing people in comics, really? He'll
He'll be
stayed
back.
dead?
Don't get me wrong, he'll be back.
Yeah, who's stayed dead in comics?
Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben.
I just read him in Amazing Spider-Man 700. He was a
So
ghost.
who makes the rice then? If Uncle Ben's dead,
Not Bruce Wayne's parents.
Poor Bruce. Okay.
I don't know. Like, I can see a lot of good coming from the story. I do like how they make Joker absolutely terrifying.
Well, how long do you think till he's back? Two arcs?
I could see it being over a year. I mean, they let him float in limbo for a year between the No Face, beginning of New 52 with Detective 1, and now.
I really wish that were shown without his face.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
I could see him letting him float in limbo for a while and just having the threat of him out there, because to me, that's one of the things that makes Joker even more terrifying is the fact that, like, he's so crazy and unpredictable. He did everything he did, like, not because he wanted to hurt specific other people. He does everything to fuck with Batman. And
Holy shit.
There's a cat in your lap. He does everything to fuck with Batman. He shows him that he's not only insane, but he's a fucking genius because he got to everybody.
Pretty patient too.
Yeah, he got to everybody. He did everything he wanted. He got to the end. He could have killed them all. He could have cut all their faces off for real. He could have killed Batman. He had every chance in the world to kill Batman. He had every chance in the world to fuck up his entire life. He's known his goddamn identity for God knows how long. Doesn't give a shit. Like, that's the most terrifying thing. This guy's completely unpredictable. He's completely unpredictable.
He's kind of like, if you think about it, he's kind of like an ABC Family person, though, because he's kind of just he's truly teaching Batman a lesson.
He is. Oh,
it's very much like Seventh Heaven.
Oh, not Seventh Heaven.
I'm not going into it. I love it. I love that theory.
God damn it, Reverend Camden. God damn it.
I love it.
He's always right. He's the right hand of God. That's all you need to know.
The Camden is the Joker. Think about it. He kind of is.
Oh, Jesus.
I won't dwell on this.
I don't know, but I like the fact that, people are thinking, when they say read the death of the family, they're thinking literal ramifications. Somebody's going to die. But it is literal, the fact that the family's is probably fucked now. And then I also am hoping something good will come out of this, is maybe every Batman story doesn't have every Bat book crossing over every month. Like, you don't have to read everything now. They can kind of go on their own way. I also like the fact that they didn't bring Batwoman into the whole mix.
Well, yeah, the whole death of the family thing could be like an homage to the death of his family. It's making Batman what Batman is. So like, it might be making all the other Batman family people better.
I would hope so.
I doubt it.
Yeah. Still got Batman and Robin coming out, so he has to team up with him still.
And Batgirl's okay. I heard, though, I haven't read a whole lot of Batgirl. I'm not caught up at all.
I've only read the tie-ins.
Yeah, I've heard that people... It's kind of crazy that people are liking the temporary writer better than Gail Simone.
Did the temporary writer write this last issue?
I don't know.
His last issue was okay.
Hello, cat.
All right, so
all the animals.
The next book,
My milkshake brings all the animals to the yard. Let me tell you. All right, enough about Batman 17. You're probably tired of hearing about it. If you haven't read it, go read it.
I haven't read it.
Go read it.
You did read it. You read it, or no, you flipped through it while staring at me.
Because I wanted spoiler. I wanted to go, hey, yay,
Yay! You got mail.
All right. So Star Wars #2.
I read that.
Brian Wood, and who drew it?
Brian Wood, if he could.
Carlos de Anda.
This book was awesome.
I thought it was great. There's not enough Boba Fett, though.
What the hell?
Just Slave 1.
Well, that's okay, though.
I need Boba Fett.
Why? No, yeah.
So there's about the same amount of Boba Fett in this book as there was in any movie ever.
Combined. Yeah. Therefore, I need more Boba Fett.
There's more Boba Fett in Attack of the Clones.
That's true.
What's that?
The
That's a Star Wars movie.
I don't think so.
At 2. It's when we were introduced to the beautiful acting of Hayden Christensen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Some of us went on
Natalie
to watch
Portman only
Jumper.
wore like 5 dresses in that, compared to the 25 billion in the first movie.
Oh, how dare the Queen wears more than one
Dude,
outfit.
it was annoying watching her change and all that stupid makeup.
Yeah, a lot of people complain about watching Pretty Ladies change.
Matilda.
Don't get that one. How old was she when that one came out?
Matilda?
No.
She wasn't in Matilda.
No, how old was Natalie Portman when the first Star Wars came out?
The
I don't
first
know.
Star Wars came out?
Episode 1.
She was like 13 in The Professional.
Yeah, and that was like...
That was like 6 years before that, wasn't it?
So she was 19, so it's good. Okay.
The Professional came out about... What was it? The early 90s?
Yeah. Leon.
How old's Natalie Portman?
With the guy from Onimusha 3.
That movie was fucking awesome. Especially the
No shit.
uncut version where she's not shooting paintballs at motherfuckers in the park. She's shooting motherfuckers in the park.
Oh, you gotta watch Man Bites Dog if you like that.
I have not seen.
It's a French film. It's great.
Have you seen I Stand Alone?
I've heard the song.
Fuck that.
It's a terrible song.
Oh, no, that song is
She was
goddamn
born in
amazing.
81.
Born in 81.
So she's
She came out.
32.
Okay.
She came out when Empire came out.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, anyways, comic book.
All right, Star Wars. This was really good.
Good review. I'm okay with that. What's the next one?
Star Wars, good, yay.
It's good. If you're
That's like a thick review. Don't do that.
Yeah.
if you want Star Wars, it gives you Star Wars.
I-
It's not. You're not going to attract new people with it. With this, like somebody that's never heard of Star Wars with the new Star
I've
Wars.
never heard of Star Wars or something the matter with you.
If you don't choose Big Red, then fuck you.
Exactly.
No,
It's good.
I like how it's the connection between New Hope and Empire. There's dogs fighting.
Well, it has enough of Han and Chewie.
Writing
That's
Wookiee
fun.
dialogue is kind of weird.
Yeah, because you really have to have Han like say what he's answering.
Yeah.
They should have like like the birthday cards where you open them and they play you something that really isn't that fucking funny, but people love them. They should do that with have it like in the comic. That's totally what they should do.
And they could go the way of just like,
Little translator box.
a translator box and stuff like that, but they're just straight.
That would be I would stop.
Yeah.
I will stop buying it. It's like
But the cheap way to do it is they could do that.
Shikian.
They could do that, or they could just do like what every other fucking book does and either ignore any language barriers and just have it, or just we're gonna put parentheses, and that obviously means it's another language.
It's like the internet memes where they have like a few pictures of Morgan Freeman, and it's like you can't read this in your own voice. If they had this
You want
stupid
Chewbacca
Wookiee,
narrated by Morgan?
No,
Because
yeah.
I'm totally down for that.
Hey, Han Solo.
I just want to hear Morgan Freeman do a Wookiee yowl.
But yeah, if you're
That'd be the card
if you're
we
reading
open.
words, if you're gonna read words that a Wookiee's saying, you're gonna feel like a dick when you're reading them in your own voice.
Yeah.
Like, hey Han.
And I think Brandwood does a pretty good job of because Han Solo has to obviously restate whatever was said in.
I understand that we can't do that.
But he does a pretty good job of doing it without being super heavy-handed.
That makes Han Solo seem like an angry mother, though.
Yeah, no shit.
You can't have McDonald's right now. You're gonna die.
I will turn this Millennium Falcon around right now.
Make your pull this over.
We'll never get to Wally World.
And I think Brian Wood does also an amazing job of not making C-3PO sound like an annoying piece of shit.
You mean British?
That's what I said. No, he just he
Well, he's
doesn't
supposed
make.
to be like Jeeves. He's supposed to be like that old classic character.
But Anthony Daniel just was over the top with it, man. He was just. It's like, really, dude. I'm
You
getting.
should just have Nick Swartzen do it.
That'd be
He
awesome.
could be gay robot.
I'm down with that. Gay robots the only good thing about pretend time.
I find that ad completely useless in here. Like, I get that Star Wars thing. We go from, like, serious Star Wars to instant kid Star Wars.
I like little baby Darth Vader, but
he's adorable. If
little
they
baby Darth Maul kind of looks silly.
They should do Baby Rebels versus Baby Alliance.
Dude, Star Wars Babies would be a killer show.
Hell yeah.
What's the guy that does all the baby covers?
Scotty Young. He did
yeah.
Baby Avengers versus Baby X-Men. I want Baby Darkseid versus Baby...
What we need is Baby Darth Vader versus Baby Dick.
Maybe Rebel Alliance.
Maybe Rebel Alliance versus... Yeah.
Maybe Imperial Guard.
Oh, what are the red guys called from Star Wars?
Crimson Guard?
Crimson Guard.
Little baby ones of those just walking around.
They look like the
Guard.
They look like the bad guys from Flash Gordon now.
Or is it Imperial Guard and the Crimson Guard are in G.I. Joe?
Imperial just means from the Empire, so it's in a lot of things.
The Imperial Crimson Guard.
I would want to see a
guys in
baby
the red
emperor,
robes.
though. That'd be kind of awful.
Yeah, little wrinkly babies.
Yeah.
It's like someone with progeria. We just lost that whole demographic.
Yeah. God, sorry,
Goddamn
Progerians.
Progerians.
Goddamn Mongolians.
Stupid primordial dwarves, whatever.
So, see, if you do Baby Dick, let's go back to Baby Dick. If you do Baby Dick, you would have to do, Scotty Young would have to do the real covers.
I want Scotty Young to do the interior.
But yeah, but variants,
Twitter that guy.
the variants would have to be like baby, rest of the cast, adult Baby Dick. You'd have to do the opposite. So, adult Dick. Damn, that's twice you mentioned Neil in this episode. So, like, who do you get? Who do you get that's like? Because I love Scotty Young's art, but it's
Alex Ross to do some like super detailed.
If you want to make a whole bunch of people furious, especially my friend Chris. Hi, Chris. We just had this discussion on Facebook this weekend. Greg Land. We can have Greg Land do like a really shitty porn face, like Photoshop copied adult baby dick.
The words adult baby dick just don't...
You can't say it without laughing.
They don't flow very well.
Oh, they flow.
All right, next book, please.
No, we're still on Star Wars.
Oh, I thought we were on baby dick.
Well, yeah, too. But also, I like that they make Leia actually think about her planet blowing up, because they really don't deal with that at all in the movies.
Oh,
She's
no,
like...
my planet blew up. Hey.
She like shivers for a second. She like shivers for a second, and like it's kind of sad, and then you just don't hear about it anymore. But she actually
Then she hits on her brother.
She could just have like a little diarrhea shake. She's like, oh. Alderaan.
Was it a shake or a quiver? I don't know.
Shudder.
And then you got a little TIE fighter fighting, X-Wing fighting and TIE fighter fighting, which not too much.
It's just enough.
Yeah. And then I kind of like this new guy that is taking over for this Colonel Bircher. I kind of like him. He's kind of a complete prick.
Yeah, well, he's a bad guy. So it's not too like.
I wish they would have shown an episode of just Darth Vader and his TIE fighter just floating through space, or an issue, just him floating through space. That should be. God damn it! Just him floating there.
They do. Listen to some music. Calm down.
Just spinning around.
Whenever I'm angry, I like to listen to Alanis Morissette to really center myself.
Isn't that ironic? This book was awesome. I love it.
It's very good.
I'm sold.
I'm excited about the G.I. Joe.
I'm really excited about G.I. Joe. I've been reading all these.
I'm excited about the damn movie.
Huh?
I don't care.
That movie's...
You're an idiot.
No, dude, it looks so much better than the first one. The first one was...
That's not hard to do.
Let's take everything that makes G.I. Joe fun, all these different characters and different outfits and different abilities, and let's take all that away and put them all in the same outfit except for like two guys and make them do all the same shit and then make them unlikable. And then later on we'll do the sequel. It's... what's the... Magic Mike. Yeah, that was a sequel.
Magic Mike is the sequel to G.I. Joe.
It was.
Magic Mike's better in G.I. Joe.
And
Olivia Munn was topless in Magic
Dungeons and Dragons was the prequel.
Who cares?
How do you not care about Olivia Munn topless?
Because I'm sick of that fucking channel.
That channel's now Esquire channel.
Okay.
I've never been an Olivia Munn fan.
She's not good in any movie.
Oh, I'm not saying she's a talented actress.
Oh, no.
I'm saying her topless.
So what?
Duh.
Those boobs.
Get the internet.
I've seen lots of titties.
Well, you went to a strip club.
Yeah, just... see, Jay, we mentioned titties. Jay wanted us to mention titties.
Titties.
Here's the thing about Olivia Munn. Okay, she's hot. You know what else is hot?
I'm not saying she's the hottest.
Magic Mike.
You know what else is hot? You know what else is hot? Fire. Do you put your dick in fire? No, because it's a bad story afterwards. You fuck Olivia Munn, you're gonna have a bad story afterwards. You're like,
that should be a meme. If you fuck Olivia Munn, you're going to have a bad time.
So put scar tissue on your penis. I'm very confused.
I hope Kevin Pereira teabagged her every day in a dressing room.
There's no way he didn't. He had to have fucked every chick.
I fuck Kevin Pereira over Olivia Munn because I want to cuddle and
witty
talk.
quips.
Yeah,
he's a fun guy.
He is a fun guy.
He's a fun guy.
He's a mushroom.
No.
Oh.
I'm going to pull
Fun
up.
guy.
What was I pulling up? Oh, a meme. Okay.
You're pulling something up. What's going on over here?
I'm making.
You were talking about Olivia Munn and talking about pulling shit up.
Okay. Archer and Armstrong.
Alison Haislip is way cooler.
Oh,
than
God, I
Olivia
love
Munn.
Alison Haislip.
She was way cooler than Olivia Munn ever was.
Dude, I love Alison. It's unhealthy.
And who's the other chick? The other tall, big boob blonde girl that was on there.
Morgan Webb.
No, that's the dark haired girl that was on.
Sarah Jean Underwood?
Sarah Underwood, yeah. I like Sarah Underwood.
Yeah, she was in Playboy. She's fantastic.
Of course she was.
Yeah.
But there's,
She was Playmate of the Year. That's how she got the job at G4.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like, you're hot.
nobody reads Playboy. There's
18-year-olds
real
would
porn
like
out
you.
there.
I know.
18-year-olds would like you. We're going to put you on the show. Alison Haislip is...
Alison Haislip's amazing.
Yes.
A Haislip sounds dirty.
What's she doing now?
Doesn't matter. She poses for photos online a lot.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
good for her.
I'm saying. I'm sorry.
Fuck Olivia Munn. She did.
As long as you do what you love, the money will come.
Olivia Munn was in
I
fucking
like posing. Slamming salmon.
Slam and Salmon. Olivia Munn was in Slam and Salmon, and there were some funny things in that movie, but overall,
Yeah, they were called Broken Lizard.
Yeah, they were.
They're like, I'm not going to pretend that Sendil Ramamurthy is funny. Yeah, that's right.
Who?
The guy from Heroes, the Indian guy?
Yeah.
He was in it,
Oh, Heroes.
wasn't he? He was in the,
Yeah, he was.
So back to Magic Mike. Wait.
Archer and Armstrong, number 7.
Archer Armstrong 7 was
Written by Fred Valente, drawn by that guy.
Archer.
Lupacino? Yeah, that guy. I don't want to butcher his name. I'm sorry.
Mike Lupica.
We're terrible with names here.
Yeah. But anyways, this is probably the best issue of the series.
I think so. I think this is by far the best issue. I mean, this
agree.
has been a fantastic series so far. I'm a big fan of when comics go back to when comics are not Olivia Munn. Pretty but empty inside. I don't.
She was an Iron Man too. That's what she was in. I was trying to figure out, like, she was in some stupid superhero movie.
It's Marvel in the 90s.
Yeah.
Pretty but empty.
Yeah.
Oh, poor
Like a
Marvel.
stripper, dead inside.
Okay. Archer and Armstrong stuff.
I'm a big fan of when comics go through like famous pieces of history and kind of insert themselves into it. Yes, I said insert. Because it kind of goes back through...
Whoa.
It goes back just through... I don't remember exactly what... There was...
Jesus.
Eternal Warrior was a member of MI5, and he's dressed like...
So is James Bond.
Yeah, he's dressed like one of the Avengers, Steed. And he's got like an umbrella and a little bowler hat and stuff, and he looks awesome. And like this book has shown them throughout history, like planting them throughout famous things that have happened throughout the history of the world. And like I like how they're doing it, but not being too like ridiculous. They're not like completely rewriting history. They're just inserting them in, and they're doing it really well. And they've just in Archer and Armstrong, they brought the Eternal Warrior out, the Geomancer.
I think there's one of the issues coming up, like the next arc is Eternal Warrior or something.
The Eternal Warriors from history.
Yes.
Who is the Eternal Warrior?
The Eternal Warrior is from the original Valiant.
Yeah.
Oh, that you meant like history.
No.
Like world history.
No, but they're putting him in through like
continuity.
yes, they're putting him in inserting him in through famous battles and famous wars and famous crazy shit throughout history.
Like Thermopylae.
Yeah, and now everything's finally coming together, and it's a group of them now. I forget the chick's name.
Becky.
She's the Geomancer. That's all you really need.
Yeah. But I'm enjoying it. If you're not reading this book, it's probably... I think it's the second best Valiant book behind Exo. Exo's still the best.
I think right now this is the best, and probably... Actually, I really like Bloodshot right now.
I can't do Bloodshot. I read the first couple issues.
Man, it's really good right now.
Blood.
Too much. It's just the first couple issues. Hey.
But see, they reference the Bloodshot stuff and the Harbinger Wars in this issue because when the Geomancer reads Archer, she's like,
it was the Infinity
it's
symbol.
nothing but Infinity symbols, and it says Rising Spirit, and he's part of Project Rising Spirit. That's another book that came out this week that was really good too. I just really like this book, and they're talking about the Eternal Enemy or whatever, and I guess they're gonna bring out their other brother because is it Time Walker? can't remember. It's been so long since I've read a lot of the old Valiant stuff.
Firewalker, Chuck Norris.
Yes, Chuck Norris will appear.
Fire Walk with Me, Twin Peaks. We're gonna do some Twin Peaks. But they're I like how they're bringing all the other Valiant history in, and also they could have thrown another book out by now if they wanted to. But I think they're doing a good job of really.
I really want a Big Jack book.
Laura Palmer.
She finally watched Twin Peaks. It's
I'm not
crazy.
done yet.
Spoiler. It's all weird.
Yeah. Spoiler. Midget.
I've already seen that part.
Fucking midgets.
I'm halfway through
I think
season
all
2.
midgets would speak backwards. Wait, do they?
I don't know. We could ask Jared next time.
By the way, totally tangent, but it has to do with midgets. Evidently, they've cast Peter Dinklage in Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Has not Puck.
As not Puck, really?
Yeah.
Damn it. That role's still available for Jared. All right.
Oh, shit.
Jared, try out for Puck.
I just want to see Jared doing cartwheels. in
In the background. No lines, just him doing cartwheels.
His kick-ass center of gravity allows him to do cartwheels forever.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
All right, so the next book, I guess it was the big Marvel book this week, Uncanny X-Men #1, written by Bendis. I just dropped my phone.
Stupid.
Drawn by Chris Bachalo. Chris Bachalo's art's awesome. Okay.
I love his art, and a lot of people, he's a loved or hated artist. I like his stuff a lot.
I like his art a lot, yeah. Anything he draws.
I mean, it's very
I'll look at it.
stylized. It's very, very unique.
Did you read it
It's
yet?
not in my
You don't have it? No, I didn't read it.
Here, I can pull it up real quick.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I can. Oh, yeah.
Like I said before, I'm not a huge X-Men fan, but this was a pretty good
Just
issue.
go to my Comixology app and pull this up.
That was a shameless plug. Hey, sponsor us.
Comixology is awesome, dude. I got the whole fucking Quantum and Woody run for 99 cents each. The whole run. That book is fantastic.
How many issues is in that run?
24, counting the Hades,
So you bought a trade.
heavily armed, espionage, deadly Uber sheep, Vincent Van Gogh. He's awesome.
Marvel
The
is...
serious. I wish you could see this. The seriousness in his face.
Dude, that book, have you ever read Quantum and Woody? It's fucking fantastic. It's Christopher Priest wrote it, who wrote the best Black Panther ever. Quantum and Woody is fucking amazing. And it's hard to find because, I mean, you can buy the single issues. You can get a run over about $100 probably. They did 23 or 24 issues, and then they did an issue where they skipped forward a year and did issue 34, and then went back, and then it got canceled, which sucks. But supposedly there's 2 more issues at least in the can. Not in that can. that they're going to release possibly digitally, and hopefully they're going to...
These issues stink.
in the can. All right.
Prince Albert wrote them.
Oh, poor Prince Albert. He's so misunderstood. Actually, not really. I mean, we're killing time right now while I pull up Uncanny X-Men #1. All right. Here's Uncanny X-Men #1.
Neato.
You read it while we talk. But it starts off with Maria Hill talking to someone. You don't see who it is.
Well, Maria Hill, Agent Coulson.
Yeah, and it's pretty much just this mystery person telling Maria Hill that
I'll read it.
Cyclops is pretty much forming a mutant league because there's mutants popping up all over the place. So he's trying to form another X-Men.
And they also she's getting led into they're in this underground shield bunker, and she's told, hey, this person is here and wants to talk to you, and she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why are they here? So obviously this dude's powerful and dangerous because they're all like, did you check him? Did you search him? Is he secure?
Yeah, they do a really good job not telling you who it is, but make it seem like he's.
And they keep showing his mouth, but nothing else, no features, the back of his head. But I mean, they obviously make him out to be really dangerous, and she's really interested in what he has to say. So I like the build up of that. They make you really go, all right, this guy obviously knows what the fuck's going on, and he's a badass.
And then it goes to the events in San Francisco or San Diego, I forget where it was, but the Sentinels attacking Cyclops, and you pretty much just find out Cyclops' powers aren't what they used to be. He can't really control them.
Well, they mention in
Poor fella.
Yeah, ever since he messed with the Phoenix Force, his powers.
Yeah, and one of the other recent Marvel Now books they mentioned Magneto's powers were wonky. I don't remember what book it was.
Consequences, I think. A plus or AVX.
No, because I haven't read that. It was one of the actual Marvel Now books. It was one of the.
Oh, All New X-Men.
Okay, yeah, because mentioned his power. His power. He still has them, but they're powered down. I guess it's.
Yeah. So Cyclops is going anywhere there's a
He
mutant
can hold
popping
shit
up.
onto a fridge, and that's about it.
Yeah. He could hold your kid's artwork up on the fridge.
He's going anywhere mutants are popping up, recruiting them,
Hang in there, baby.
and hoping he doesn't die at the same time. Because he was getting his ass kicked this whole issue.
Poor Magneto.
One of the only things I don't like about this book is I hate Cyclops' outfit, like his fucking
His
uniform.
X face?
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
Does it shoot out in an X?
No.
No, because he really only uses his
And it
powers
shoots.
once. Look at that. Like I don't like that.
How do you
going
see?
for they're going
Tron?
for a Cyclops.
Yeah, but it's
You gotta at least give him that. It's called goddamn Cyclops. It really doesn't make any sense. He got 2 fucking eyes.
yeah, that's true.
We'll cut one out.
Yeah.
Just do
He's
that.
Governor Cyclops.
I kind of like his straight up red blue blockers that he has in All New X-Men 7. Like he goes and busts out the.
The red blockers.
Oh, they're red blue blockers.
But the twist at the end when you find out who it is, I don't want to spoil it because it's actually a really good issue that people should check out.
Yeah, it was fun. Like I'm not
I'm gonna see this
in
one.
love with this like I am All New X-Men, but like it's intriguing and I'll keep
I'll
reading
read the
it.
first arc. Yeah.
You don't like it.
So the next book.
If I loved it, I'd put a ring on it. But also, I have a question.
Sure. I
Magic.
might not have an answer.
And I'm
dude,
sure this has been talked about. I've not been reading X-Men for a while until here recently. What's up with her sword? I thought her sword could only cut through like magical things.
Wrong guy to talk to. Wikipedia will help you a bit.
Maybe.
Yeah, I got
But then any douchebag can write Wikipedia entries. I've added
Well-
Wikipedia entries.
Almost saying douchebag can write Marvel.
Oh.
But it's, like for a long time, magic sword, magic with a K, magic.
Magic Mike?
can only cut through magical things.
Like Magic Mike.
Like Magic Mike, it could cut through Channing Tatum's G-string.
He's magical.
Oh, yes.
He's got me under a spell.
Why do you saw this movie, didn't you?
Magic Mike?
Yeah.
I wanted to see it. I haven't watched it. I have it. It's on my queue. I'm going to watch it. It's a Soderbergh movie. What are you better?
I'm,
think you're better than Soderbergh?
I just
think
think
I'm
that this
better
is
than
not
Meryl
a
Streep
this is
movie.
not a watching with other people kind of movie. If you know what I mean.
I don't care. I'll have seen it in the theater. I'm secure.
You can't.
Free flag flying. Just fuck it.
I like Matthew Bomer. I think he's in the movie. I think Matthew McConaughey.
If not, you just happen to like him and you're going to mention it.
I'm down with Matthew McConaughey.
If we could title this episode, we should just title it Magic Mike. The Magic Mike special. There's the reveal. at the end.
Yes, there's the reveal. But one other thing I don't like right now is
Bruce Willis.
it is Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
It's I'm kind of like I completely understand why the Avengers movie is huge. Agent Coulson, Maria Hill, How I Met Your Mother, blah blah blah. Okay, I understand that and
Harvey Stinson? He's in there?
yes,
I don't think anyone gives a shit about Maria Hill from the movie.
dude. Where do you think Iron Man got sued up? Come on. I understand that that's just popular and that they're doing the S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show and Agent Coulson.
They're trying to do the shield.
Where they're going to. But, like, do we have to have Coulson and Hill
Oh, he needs to be in everything.
in everything? Because it's in this book.
He's good.
Yeah,
You
but
watch the one-shot shorts in between the movies?
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah, but it's like, how to get everywhere. Yeah.
I like him. I think he's more...
I would like if it wasn't everywhere.
He's one of the most solid characters in those damn movies.
It's more Maria Hill. Like, she's the main focus of this
Okay.
book.
I said it.
Fuck her.
I don't watch that stupid show either.
I love that show.
Screw you.
It's a
I like
great show.
Robin Daggers.
Like
Robin
Colin.
Daggers.
That was fucking genius.
Robin Daggers.
But I don't know. I think they're kind of pushing them too much. Which they're in the Shield stuff is pushing another book with the Secret Avengers, and I was kind of mad on that book.
If he is going to be Vision in the movie, then they have to push him.
Yeah, that's true. And if they do that, that'll be awesome.
It would be.
I like him as a character in the movie. I think I like him as an actor. I think he's great. I really don't.
He's a good filmmaker. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
I believe he made Choke.
Choke's a good movie.
Choke is a good movie.
That makes sense.
And that is called a fun fact.
It is a fun fact. Like Choke from the guy that wrote.
Chuck Palahniuk?
Yeah, Chuck Palahniuk.
Yeah.
Do you know the premise of that movie?
That movie's not as good as the book. The book's great.
The book is great. A guy basically goes out to restaurants and like fakes that he's choking, in order for people to like save him.
He's also a sex addict.
Yeah,
Nice.
It's Palahniuk's a weird dude, man.
Nice.
Like,
Don't just staring at me. I'm uncomfortable with this. Like, I just want to move to the next book now so I can.
what kind of
stop
culture,
being
you
stared at.
motherfucker?
There are books without pictures.
No, there are not. Barnes & Noble doesn't exist. All right.
For much longer.
Yeah, right. I gotta get going. So next book is Walking Dead 107. Kirkman and Adler, of course. I like this. I like this a lot.
It's okay to say that it's the same shit every issue, right?
Like I said before,
Yeah,
I don't like to read individual issues of Walking Dead. I'd much rather read them as a story arc, like
I think I have to
5,
stop.
7, and that's what I've
Stop
been
reading
doing.
it all together, or just wait?
No, I'm gonna have to stop reading the
issues.
I keep them for like 4 until I get 4 or 5, and then I read a chunk, and I'm like, all right, this is good.
chunk.
A chunk, dude, chunk's awesome.
Dude, this was great though. Did you read this or no?
Yeah, I read it.
This was great.
I'm getting a little annoyed with the wall of text from Negan. The dude never shuts his dick sucker.
Guy loves saying fuck too.
He does.
Kirkman made
He
him
says
into
fuck like he's an 8-year-old kid with his parents out of town.
Kirkman made him
Yeah.
into that asshole character who you want to die. It's like, God, this is every kid I hated in school.
Oh, I feel like a dick now because I only like Negan.
But also, I think that like if you want to make a character that people inherently don't like, you don't have to be so heavy-handed with it. You don't have to make him so fucking fuck. I'm gonna skull fuck a kid, take over all your shit. Blah, blah, blah. Just make him a bad human being, and people are not gonna like him.
How do you think they're going to do that in a TV show? Just replace fuck with shit.
Yeah, or make it Andrea.
So shit, say
Actually, I said something
Make
at
it
the round table the other night that actually everyone kind of gave me a look like I went too far. They were talking about and at the round table because we were talking about The Walking Dead.
I never gave you that look.
No, The Walking Dead season 3, the second part of season 3 just premiered last Sunday,
And it was shit.
so like I haven't watched any of season 3, but because you can't go on the internet without like getting a how to grow your penis 3 inches longer and The Walking Dead spoiler all together, like I know what's going on. I've just given up. It's like fuck it. Why watch the show? People are going to tell me all about it on Facebook anyway.
I love when you post stuff and you just go on rants about it, and I'm just right there joining you. Like, the book's been out for 10 years. I don't care.
Yeah, and that's another. We'll talk about that later too. When I pissed everybody off when I spoiled the comic for people that don't read it but they watch the show.
A comic that came out.
And they got
5
mad
years
at me
ago now?
because it might happen on the show. Fuck you. They don't give a shit.
Comic's been out for 10 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to just live in the jail and it'll turn into a comedy, right? With like
That'd be awesome.
a live studio audience.
I would hope that Jack Tripper and Mr. Roper appeared because it would be genius.
Daryl comes with his crossbow and everyone's like, ah!
They just do the
Bye, guys.
pose.
But anyway, they're talking about the episode, and I hadn't seen it, but I knew it happened, obviously. So they're like, what do you think about... Rick always kind of leads, what do you think about this character? What do you think about this? What do you think about, blah, blah, blah. And somebody's like, or Rick was like, well, what do you think about the character Andrea? And there's one podcast...
Opposite girl?
One character, or one podcast list who calls her Andrea, which is ridiculous. Andrea. And they were like, oh, I don't like her. And I said, I think it's just pretty... I don't think it's too bad. I said... Or Rick said, do you want this character to die? And everybody's like, yeah, we want her to die. Or, oh, no, I kind of like her. I said, I hate her so much, I hope the actress dies.
Oh, my God.
And I believe
That might be a little too far.
she knows what she did.
Was it just
Bitch, choose your roles better.
Was it just awkward silence?
It was kind of like he laughed, like,
me laughing loudly.
and like I think Javier might have giggled, and like, oh look, Javier, you got to mention.
What was Rick's face? Oh,
Spencer?
Spencer probably was laughing. Kids on Team Craycroft.
Dude.
Did you support him on everything?
No,
because
it got
I'm 11.
It got a little uncomfortable in the old round table the other day. I think Dad was laughing at first, about the end he was like,
Yeah. When
All right.
"Hold me close,
Sebastian
hold me close."
pointed out that I'm backing up everything the kid says because I watched the same shit that this 11-year-old kid watches. It's like, what does that tell you about your kid? This is the future. And I was like, all right.
Like if I was recording
Fair
that
enough.
round table, I would have called it "Hold Me Closer, Tiny Spencer." All right, we had to take a brief pause, a laughter break. They were getting a little ridiculous there. There was some us time we had to have. So we're gonna go back. Sean had to leave. Sean Sorensen had to leave. So it's just Cabo and Craycroft. Oh shit, we're like a buddy cop movie.
It's double Cobble Craycroft.
you really need an adult chaperone for this if it's just us now.
Yeah, probably because our straight man's gone. I say straight in the loosest of terms, by the way.
and most ironic.
Oh, that man can juggle dicks. Oh,
You tell him, never mind.
we'll leave it at that. We love you, Sean. All right. So we went through the main books that we wanted to go through. I wanted to go back to our sponsors just for a minute because we kind of rushed through that earlier. We got on a tangent. InvestComics is one of our sponsors, and they're awesome. Jay Katz is the CEO, the head J in charge of InvestComics. They treat us very well. They advertise a lot for us. They do a lot for us. They're a great site. They do a thing called the Hot Picks every week, which is they take whatever comics are coming out that week, and face it, the hot trend now is to not create something new unless you're Image, which they're doing great. But with Marvel and DC, pretty much anybody, they tend to rehash old characters, which is fine if they do it right. And the Hot Picks takes new books that might be rehashing old characters and tells you where to find the first appearances of those old characters or some key appearances of those old characters.
Yeah. I laughed when I saw this week's Hot Picks because they have the Spawn, because Todd McFarlane keeps doing these whatever covers.
The homage covers, I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Because no one reads Spawn.
I can't believe Spawn's still going on. And I hate to admit it.
It's because he started Image.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, what's their readership? What are they?
It's probably him and...
Are they selling... I mean, DC tends to DC and Marvel cancels a book at... wow. DC and Marvel cancels a book at, I think...
Dynamite.
I think when they... I sell drugs in the community of Black Dynamite. I think DC and Marvel start looking at canceling a book when they hit, 10,000 sales, which is big. It's for an indie book, that's huge. But for... we'll put it this way. Walking Dead #1 had less than 6,000...
Yeah.
First printings of #1, so I mean, I think when they hit 10,000 is when they start looking at, that's could
but
be wrong.
They brought up the Spawn because what they do in a lot of them is they have the Nova #1s come out, so they have the first appearance. Go find this. Well, where are you supposed to go fucking find Action Comics #1?
Yeah,
Hot Picks. I can't do that.
Well, also you can go read it.
Yeah, pass. Action Comics #1 is shit.
Yeah, and the thing is,
it's just $1 million.
I went back and read not all, but I went back and read a lot of Golden Age stuff.
Yeah,
I'm a Superman fan, I'm a Batman fan. I'm a DC guy in general. I like Marvel stuff, but the Marvel Golden Age stuff is very different from the Marvel Silver Age stuff.
Yeah.
Very different. The DC was pretty much a continuous. It's I went back and read DC's Golden Age Batman stuff. Fucking totally different.
Yeah.
Superman, totally different. But with the InvestComics Hot Picks, I do they do Nova the original Nova #1. That's cool. If you want to go read it. And the good thing about now is a lot of people don't like digital comics. I think it's silly if you don't like digital comics. I like to have books. I like to hold them. I like to own them. But if you want to read something, digital comics are the fucking way because you can get books. They never sell out. They never go out of print. It's there if you want it, So
I think most people that don't like digital comics don't have an iPad.
Yeah, probably.
Because they're I have to get a new device.
Yeah, you don't have an iPad or you don't have a Kindle or
a Nook,
a
Pan Digital,
whatever. It's
from Kohl's.
But the thing about the digital comics is, one, if you go to Comixology, which, hey, Comixology, we're looking at you. One, you can buy them day of, so if you don't want to go to a shop or you don't live near a shop, you can go get these books the day they're released. Two, they put sales all the time for 99 cents an issue, and that's awesome.
Marvel right now is selling the whole Civil War for 99 cents each.
Yes, and it's great.
Free plug.
Yeah, there you go. That's less than the trade cost. Way less than the trade cost would be.
Yeah.
And every month, or every week, I think, they put free issues out. And they're not full runs, but they're key issues that would get you started. And sure, it's like a drug dealer. Here's a taste for free so you can buy it later. But what the fuck? You can go every week. Seriously, you can go every week to Comixology and get 4, 5, 6, 10 books for free. In a year, man, you've got a stack of comics for free.
And you didn't have to suck dick to get them.
You didn't have to.
Yeah. When in Rome.
When in Greece.
When in Sparta.
But anyway, the InvestComics Hot Pick stuff, I like it. Not just because they're one of our sponsors, but because I think it's interesting. They tell you where to go, like if you're interested in reading old stuff, and also with Marvel and DC, especially now.
Shit!
Oh, here come the dogs.
You get raped.
When they put out they put out the first appearance of these guys, yeah, it's books that you're probably not going to be able to buy physically because they're too expensive.
Yeah.
But Marvel and DC does a good job putting out like the those like phone book size. I don't remember what they're called. Essentials, Masterworks,
black and white.
Yeah, and it's cool. Like I've got a couple of them. I've got a Jonah Hex one that's awesome because that's one of my favorite characters.
I got a bunch of those from a kid in Massachusetts. He needed money real bad.
This story usually goes a totally different way.
I was like, I'll go look through all your shit and then I'll figure out how much money I'll offer you. So I found like $500 worth of comics, like good, like trades and shit. It's like, we'll give you $100. Got them all. Bang.
That's awesome.
That's how you do it. He's like, oh,
that's totally how you do it. Because here's the thing: is
it's capitalism, bitch.
You can go out and make some money on comics. I'm not a big CGC fan. I have 4 CGC books. They're books that I own non-CGC'd so I can read, but I have them CGC'd because they were favorite books of mine, and I'm going to display them on my wall. I have my man cave, which I guess can go in a different way. Man cave has always been a weird word to me.
It's much better than ass cave.
Well, I guess it depends on your perspective.
We've lost Spencer on this one now.
Yes, we have. But
hopefully.
But the thing about investors, they tell you which ways to go if you want to invest. And they even tell you straight up, there are some books out there you're not going to be able to. They'll show you the first appearance.
My Little Pony. My Little Pony on this week's Hot Picks.
But Invest shows you the first appearance of these characters. And yeah, you're not going to be able to obviously go buy that first appearance. Oh, you can, but like you might spend a lot of money on some of those. But you know the book, and a lot of those are reprinted. So if you want to go back and read these original stories, it's there for you. You know, if you want to go back and read any book in history, not any, but most, you can find a reprint of it on digitally or a trade paperback version or something of it if you want to go read the old stories.
Suck it, Gutenberg.
That's right.
Not Steve, but
the printing press. Yeah. I would like to have a Gutenberg Bible. That's always been one of my unicorns. I want to have a Gutenberg Bible. Which, of course, they're like $4 billion, you know.
I can't even think of a Bible that I want.
I've seen some pretty ones.
Pretty Bible.
Yeah.
Hey, pretty Bible.
Hey, pretty Bible.
Come here, pretty Bible.
Oh, you're so pretty.
Tell me how the world's going to end, pretty Bible.
Pretty Bible. Hold me closer, tiny Bible. Tony Danza, I love you. Hold me closer, Tony Danza. Anyway, we keep going off on tangents, which is fun, though. But this week's InvestComics, there's some Nova.
A lot of IDW.
Yeah, a lot of IDW. Man, there's a couple books coming out of IDW I'm really interested in. Vitriol the Hunter looks good. Kill Shakespeare, Tide of Blood looks awesome.
G.I. Joe
#1. I'm fucking stoked about that. I'm getting that shit immediately. It's going to be the first book I read this week. It looks awesome. I mean, there's a ton of IDW, but the My Little Pony micro series. I recently had a friend admit to me that he was a brony, and he's a friend I respect greatly. So I've found that there has to be a little something for bronies. There has to be some kind of redeeming quality about bronies.
I've watched the show. It's funny.
I heard it's very funny.
It is. You really have to pack away some stuff inside you that watch.
Yeah. As long as you're on a clopper.
There's a great video on YouTube, though, where they synced up a Wu-Tang song with with clips from the show.
You had me at Wu-Tang.
It's awesome. It syncs up perfectly, and each character, each like pony that's synced up to the particular Wu-Tang member is like, they stay with it. Like, they don't just use stock pony footage, like Old Pinky Bastard.
Oh!
It's beautiful. It is super
Pink
good. McGirt. Big Baby Jesus.
Oh, Big Baby Pink. It's amazing.
Peanut the Kidnapper. I don't know how many aliases Old Dirty Bastard has, but and everyone you hear that you've never heard before makes you laugh harder.
I don't understand why the Wu-Tang Clan never really got with a comic company and did a for real comic series.
I don't think they like comics that much.
Well, then fuck them.
Well, DMC loved comics. I know that.
Daryl McDaniels?
Yeah, not McDonald's. Those rhymes are Daryl's. The burgers are Ronald's.
Oh, that's a little old school for you. Run like hell.
No, I can see. No. There's a song, Last Emperor. There's rapper Last Emperor. Has a song called Secret Wars, where he has like rappers fight like Marvel characters. It's pretty awesome.
That's amazing.
He has Method Man going up against Wolverine, I think.
I can see that.
Yeah. It's a great rap song.
I do like some hip hop, and I like nerdcore when it's done right.
Like MC Chris or like
fuck MC Chris.
MC Lars.
MC Lars is awesome. And actually, I say fuck MC Chris.
You don't mean that.
I like a lot of MC Chris's stuff. I think on the interwebs, he is a whiny bitch.
What's his real voice?
No, not his voice.
His voice is atrocious.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
Voice?
Yeah, but no, I think he's like...
Poor guy.
The dude is like... He constantly needs, like, reassurance that people like him. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, he's also a rude as fucking person to a lot of people. Like, I'll call you out, MC Chris. You fuck right off. I don't give a shit. Like,
don't come to my town.
No, I've seen the guy a bunch of times, and, like, the last couple times I've seen him, he's up there, like, bitching because people aren't singing along right to his songs. Like, the last time we saw him...
Sorry, we've got testicles.
And he restarted the same song, like, 9 times because he fucked it up and the crowd wouldn't sing along right. Dude, fucking learn your songs. Like, I don't know, just...
That is really shitty.
Yeah, and then he got, like... There was a big internet ruckus with him a few months back because he was kind of an asshole. He got called out for it. Like, that was a whole big other thing, but...
Big hullabaloo.
It was a hullabaloo, and he was like, I like him in general. I think he's a good rapper. I think he's I think he's learned a little bit from getting called out for being kind of a dick.
Well, that's the whole internet culture.
Yeah, like
you're safe behind your keyboard.
If you fuck up, you'll get told about it, and I think he's learned a little bit from it. And I do like the thing that he does a lot of charity work for cystic fibrosis. I really respect that. I don't know how this got into nerdcore. I like MC Chris in general. I just think, sorry, Chris, you can. Chris Ward.
Fight to the death.
Sorry, Chris Ward, you can be kind of a bitch.
Fight to the death. MC Chris versus the girl that plays Andrea on Walking Dead.
Dude, I think MC Chris would win.
No, who do you want to win? I don't care. I don't give a shit who would win.
No, I want MC Chris to win because sometimes he can be awesome, and his music in general is awesome. And Andrea is, I don't know, she's like a comma. She is a human comma.
Human pause.
Yeah. She's a fucking
She's that witch-shaped thing in the music thing.
You're just something... You're like a fucking human speed bump. You're just... So other things can happen around you. I don't even know who the actress is, but fuck you. Andrea, you're a human comma. Fuck you.
Human comma. Beautiful.
But I'm a big nerdcore fan, and that genre has gotten ridiculous. Like, not as in bad, just as in the amount of it out there. Holy fuck. Do you go to Nerdapalooza?
I don't.
Oh, man, it's so fun.
I don't even know where the hell that
Nerdapalooza is in Orlando every year.
That makes sense.
They're down by New York.
They're doing a Nerdapalooza in New York. My buddy...
Is Math the band there?
I hope so.
Do you know Math the band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's fucking good.
My buddy John Hex Carter, who's the one that made that wonderful fucking yo-yoing Psyduck. He's the one that made that. He runs Nerdapalooza, and
that makes sense.
There's so much good stuff there. He does nerdcore of every type, like everything from... I don't know all the terms. I just know what I like. He does everything from rock, hip-hop, a little bit of everything. He does...
Is there nerd bluegrass?
I'm sure.
I hope so.
Nerdgrass?
I hope so, because I fucking love bluegrass.
I don't have a problem with bluegrass, but you're from Kentucky, right?
Fuck yeah, I'm from Kentucky.
Yeah, well, so is bluegrass.
Yes, it is.
Kentucky bluegrass.
I would hope so. But every year, Nerdapalooza has a nice event. This last year it changed. It wasn't at the hotel it was before. It was at the Beacham in the Social in Orlando, and they have so many bands. They usually have Schaefer the Dark Lords there.
Frontalot's been there a couple
MC
times.
Frontalot is there a lot.
And a whole host of others.
The Megas. I love the Megas.
Proto-Men?
The Proto-Men. Have you heard the Proto-Men?
No.
Holy fuck, the Proto-Man, dude.
Mega Ran.
And, Mega Ran, random, Mega Ran. Well, the only rapper sponsored by Capcom. Capcom sponsored him, dude. Like, he does Mega Man raps, and he does the Black Materia, which is like the Final Fantasy stuff. It's genius. The Proto Man, though. The Proto Man, it is like an epic... It's an epic fucking rock opera about Mega Man.
I love Mega Man.
Have you not heard of Proto Man?
Not.
Oh my god, I'm sending you home with some stuff. With some parting gifts, son.
Holy Christ.
Oh my
I get
god.
the home version of the podcast?
You do. Oh my god. If the Proto Man... If the Proto Man had one giant dick, I would suck it.
Well, really, does that narrow that down that much for you?
Not really. You're right.
And
What
back
would
to
you do?
comics.
Oh, yeah. What's the
and-
comics?
And Adam Warrock is another rapper I really like. Adam Warrock is a fantastic, fantastic rapper. He does another podcast, Warrock at Ajax, which is really good. Anyway, I don't remember what the fuck we started talking about. Anyway, there's a few of the books I wanted to talk about that I'm the only one that read them. Well, Sean read one. I have one thing to say. This is my only negative point of the night. Really negative point. Is Suicide Squad 17. I really like Suicide Squad. A lot of people are mad about it because it's not Secret Six. Fucking, it's not Secret Six. Deal with it. I think it's been a good book. This issue was not very good. And not because of the art. Henrik Johnson is the artist. I think he's good. I love his Harley Quinn. His Harley Quinn's fucking fantastic. His Deadshot's good. They have a character called Yo-Yo. And we all know I love yo-yos.
Can't play with my yo-yo.
Oh, you can play with my yo-yo. King Shark looks good. Voltaic. Everybody looks good. But Adam Glass. Adam, we gotta have a talk, buddy. Your dialogue, man, is kind of silly. I'm not digging your dialogue this episode. It was very...
This episode.
This was the episode. It was... And it's not like it's your first issue. Your dialogue was subpar.
Oh.
It was like really cheesy 80s DC dialogue. It was bad. Bad.
How dare you?
I kind of want to pee on you.
All right. Oh, the comic. Right on.
Yeah.
Oh, awkward pause.
Anyway, I like... Oh, Tard Hawk. Anyway, I like Suicide Squad, and I'm going to stick with it, but... I didn't like the dialogue, and at the very end, here's the spoiler. Oh, it's Regulus again. Really? Come on. Every fucking issue is Regulus. Get the fuck over it. Like, I don't know if they're just waiting for the WTF month. I don't know what's going on, but it makes me mad.
I wonder if they're going to use that stupid news shit with Ambush Bug throughout the WTF month.
I think it's going to be a permanent thing, the 52 News or whatever, what it's called.
To be fair, I do read that more than I read the actual news.
Actually, Channel 52. Get Katana. Stuff. I do like that they have Ambush Bug in it. Calendar Man, I'm down with that. I'm not sure. They talk about Threshold in it, and I love Captain Carrot and the Zoo Crew.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know if I like the fact that they're making Captain Carrot. Have you seen that?
I did not know that.
They're bringing it back in Threshold, the new book that like
that's lame.
It's Keith Giffen, and I think it's Giffen's new book. It's like they took Blue Beetle ended, and they're doing like a space book. And there's
I know what Threshold is.
Yeah, they're Captain Carrot is K''ROT, and he's like the grizzled Nick Fury Captain Carrot. And I'm kind of
that's Howard the Ducky.
Yeah,
Captain Carrot was so
Captain Carrot Zoo Crew like. Man, I hit trivia questions on that trivia a couple years ago at the old Famous Faces and Funnies. Pig Iron, like, oh god, who are the ones? I'm trying to think of the other Zoo Crew members. The turtle that was fast. It was a turtle that was the Flash. I can't remember his name. Quit wiggling your Hulk Tard dick at me. Wow, no one's gonna get that one at all because there's no visual.
Visuals go over real well.
But anyway, I don't like this. A lot of the complaints about DC lately is they've been too gritty and grim, and they're not just having fun. And I think this is one of the examples. Is like, just stop. Don't Captain Carrot.
But that's in Threshold, not Suicide Squad, right?
Well, I left that one. I went to Threshold.
Oh, well.
I was just talking about the grim and gritty, like everything too angry.
Fastback.
Fastback.
Rubber Duck.
Pig Iron. Rubber Duck.
Yankee Poodle.
Yankee Poodle was awesome.
That's enough.
That book was awesome.
I know. I had it.
Awesome.
I had some.
I have a few issues of it. I'd like to get a full run of that.
I have a Hellcow in Deadpool.
That's awesome.
Hellcow was great. Satanic Cow.
All right, some other books. Some other books before we get too off on tangent. Actually, let's go back to InvestComics for a second. We talked about how they're, they tell you about the first appearances of certain people or other books you might want to check out. InvestComics has a new sponsor, a new advertising sponsor. They're called, this name is awesome, by the way, Zap-Kapow.
Zap-Kapow.
I'm a fan of this.
What the hell is Zap-Kapow?
Zap-Kapow. I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked, Jason Craycroft.
I'm very straight. I'm a much better straight man.
You can be a much better straight man. They're an iTunes app, comic price guide.
Oh. I was looking for one the other day. No lie.
Because I
was wondering if any of my shit's worth anything.
And if you have to go look up prices on comics, you either got to go eBay, where you get this fucking skewed
market price.
Yeah, bullshit. Comic Buyer's Guide. What is it? Comic
Overstreet. They still make that?
No, actually, they just announced their cancellation.
I boycotted my library for like 20 years because I paid my goddamn late fee on my Overstreet price guide from like 1989, and those sons of bitches kept saying I owed them $5 and I'm a kid. $5 takes a while to get.
That's big dollars
unless you're beautiful. And let's face it, I'm not as beautiful now as I was as a child. That's true.
I think you.
But I didn't have $5.
I think you are, Jason.
I paid him was the goddamn thing. And I'm like, look, you guys are screwing me over because I'm a fucking kid. 20 years, didn't go to the library.
Were they a Catholic library?
No. No, they wouldn't have charged me then.
Yeah, this is true.
They'd have just taken it out of you.
But you got to look at the fact that the price guide, the physical price guide, has gone the way of the dodo.
Yeah. But they still make the goddamn Leonard Maltin book that's IMDb.
Well, that's true. They got rid of Wizard because Wizard, Gareb Shamus and all that. Fuck Wizard. Fuck Wizard, by the way.
Right.
But anything.
Toy Fair was good.
Toy Fair was hilarious.
Awesome.
But I'm talking like Wizard's business practices. Like they like to come into a town that has an existing Comic-Con and plan one the same week or the week before just to fuck them.
They're like the NRA.
Yeah, they're exactly like the NRA, but like they live off the tears of sad comic collectors and not tears of dead children.
Well, the dead children stop crying. It's the parents that don't.
This is true. We could actually do a red, white, and blue themed like sad collage.
Proud to be an American.
At least I know I'm free,
I guess,
and I won't.
If you say so.
Forget the man who died, who gave that right to me, and I will gladly stand up next to you. All right, that was awesome, actually. But like the physical price guide, like I don't care unless you wanted to do it weekly. A physical price guide is not going to stand up next to you.
It's in no way proud to be an American.
It is not. And
physical price guides are communists.
They are sons of bitches. My dog just snorted. It was awesome. Because the fucking the comic market now is ridiculous. It's crazy. And in a good way sometimes.
It's volatile.
It is volatile. Because I just sold my issues 1, 2, 3, and 4 of Peter Fanserfaust for... I paid a cover. I bought them since the beginning. Read them, enjoyed them. And I still buy the book. I just bought issue 9. It's a great book. But when I found out how much they were going for on eBay, I'm like, you know what? I will go buy the fucking trade in order to have the series. I sold issues 1 through 4 for $265.
That's Zap-Kapow. That's a pretty tight little.
It is. It's
pretty
nice.
tight little app.
Just pulled it up, and the thing is if you're a speculator at all, you need an up-to-date system to follow this. You know, because seriously, books are fucking volatile as hell. You need something to keep up with it, and you can't just use eBay because eBay is a fickle bitch. It really
it's a harsh mistress.
It is a harsh mistress, and you can't use the physical price guide anymore. Like even. There's Bleeding Cool magazine now, which is really good, and the most they do is they throw at least in the first or the issue 0, they threw a Walking Dead price guide at the end just to give you an idea for anybody that might have a Walking Dead book and didn't realize it was worth $1 zillion. There's no sense. You spend more time in ink and manpower posting a price guide than it's ever worth to anybody. Mm. So digital app is the way to go. So Zap-Kapow.
A little bit more info on them. They are a $2.99 app, $2.99.
$2.99 for Zap-Kapow.
And new issues and price updates are released every month.
Nice.
Yeah.
So they keep up. They keep up with the books, which is good. Which a lot of, if you were to get the Overstreet or whatever, man, you could be months behind. They have,
Or 20 years if you don't pay your goddamn library.
Fuck your $5.
You
What
rat
library?
bastard.
What
gave
library?
you the public library.
Which one?
It had to be Satellite Beach. I rode my fucking bike there. I'm not
That's the
some kind
one.
of athlete.
Well, that's the one we went to, too. We used to live over there, and they have a very nice sci-fi fantasy section over there.
Now.
20 years
This
ago,
is
not
the
so
old
much.
one.
If you want sci-fi fantasy, you go to the O'Galley. That one is the jam. They have a fucking.
You can go to Conky Joe's afterwards.
No, they have a fucking comic section over there.
Yeah.
Dude. They have everything.
I think is that all Rick's fault?
It might be.
Because I think he did a lot of, I don't know, maybe.
They have a
maybe
fucking graphic novel section of 3 shelves. Nice stuff.
It's very graphic.
It's very graphic. My dogs are being very doggy.
That's usually what they do.
Anyway, Zap-Kapow. It's a pretty interesting app. $2.99. $3.
I'm going to buy it.
I'm going to buy it right now.
Well, not right now. I'm busy.
I'm going to be a man's man. Wife, don't buy that app.
Woman!
No, Zap-Kapow is awesome. And they are a supporter of InvestComics and vice versa. And InvestComics is a supporter of Breaking the Fourth Wall. Check them out. It's good. By the way, we are going to be at MegaCon. We're going to be there. Not as a company. We don't have a table or anything.
We're a couple.
Not as a couple.
We're going to cosplay together.
We might. You never know.
No.
But we're going to be at MegaCon. We're going to get some little business cards printed up with our stuff on it.
Those of you who do not know, MegaCon is a weekend-long nerd fest in Orlando, Florida.
It's definitely not a Decepticon.
Spencer!
This year is being held March 15th, 16th, and 17th at the Orange County Convention Center.
And the last day of MegaCon is St. Patty's Day.
Oh, that's a good day to see Dropkick Murphys.
I saw them on St. Patty's Day here.
Boston? Or here?
No. They played in Cincinnati. It was weird.
Cincinnati?
Yeah.
WKRP?
And you know what's good about Cincinnati?
Nothing.
Fucking not a goddamn thing. Sorry, anybody lives in Cincinnati? Then it's your fault. Fuck off.
They should already know.
Yeah. Cincinnati's like AIDS. But at least you can get out of Cincinnati.
You can use it to cure leukemia.
At least you can get out of Cincinnati. Fuck Cincinnati, I'm sorry. Actually, Bogarts is a great venue, but I'm kind of mad because it took shows away from...
Wasn't Jerry Springer the mayor of Cincinnati?
He was. And he got in trouble because he actually
wrote checks
to hookers. Really? You write checks to hookers?
Why not?
Who pays hookers?
It's legal tender.
Who pays hookers?
5 to the eye.
Good gravy.
Okay.
And then people are just in there, Jerry, slapping hookers.
This episode has gone downhill forever. But anyway, Zap-Kapow is awesome. I'm kind of digging this.
Yeah, I'm probably going to buy that.
I think you should buy it. $3. Come on. $3 for your investment future. It's an updated price guide. In your fucking pocket. Seriously? Have you seen the Overstreet guide?
Not since 1989.
It's like a goddamn phone book.
Neither has the library.
I'm not buying. Hey, if I buy something that big, it better have Dave Sims' name on it. It better be a Cerebus fucking volume. That's ridiculous. All right. So let's go to some other books.
We didn't give did we give a good old shout out to Famous Faces and Funnies?
Fuck them.
That was Craycroft. Well, we can do. I was going to do it later, but we'll do it now. Famous Faces and Funnies, West Melbourne, Florida. Great store. Rick O'Shea.
Decent workers.
Decent workers.
Great store. Decent employees. Great owner.
Big ups to Steven, the intern. He works harder than anybody else at that store.
He just works hard to deal with everybody.
It's a great brick and mortar store. Comics. toys.
There's a rigor mortis store.
Rigor mortis store. Dick and Tortoise store.
Dick and Tortoise.
Fastback.
That sounds like a buddy cop movie, too.
It does.
Dick and Tortoise. On the case.
Actually, like...
Turn in your badge, Dick.
I got a turtle head poking.
I think Baby Dick's badge would squeak.
I would hope so.
Or a rattle. Should it rattle or squeak?
It should be a
I think his badge should rattle, his gun should squeak.
His gun. He doesn't have a fucking gun. He's a baby.
He's got a fucking squeak gun.
I guess. I was thinking a
water
squirt
gun.
gun. Yeah, squirt gun. He's going to squirt the guys in the back. There's a whole big dramatic thing I'm building too, where he's like squirt shooting one of the perps in the back of the fucking cop car, and it turns into police brutality. It's pretty good. It gets into a very serious adjudication.
So I'm kind of picturing like in the interrogation room.
Yeah.
There's a fucking mobile above the table spinning.
He's in a high chair. He's sitting like it's good cop, bad cop. Like it's the light bulb and the fucking scumbag and the cop with the rolled up sleeves and then fucking Baby Dick sitting in his high chair like fun. But yeah, it gets great from there.
It's amazing. So I'm serious, dude.
Baby Dick's bad cop.
Dude, Axe Cop is a fucking like.
Are you saying I can write as good as a 5-year-old?
I'm saying you could write probably slightly better.
Let's not get carried away. He's writing very well. It's a TV show for
so back to Famous Faces and Funnies.
I guess
This is the best fucking comic store in the world.
it is. I've been around to several comic stores outside of this place, and they are dog shit compared to this one.
Everything you want is there. If not, they'll find it for you.
I fucking hated every person that I talked to about comics outside of Famous Faces.
I do like a comic shop in Orlando because Aaron at a comic shop in Orlando. That's a good shop.
That's what I hear.
But that's a very sparse shop. He does shit on the shelves, cover price, that's it. There's like trades, books, t-shirts, and there's the geekies in the back. Like a comic shop in Orlando.
He wants to make money.
Yeah, he's stark. But Famous Faces and Funnies is amazing. Our dogs are our dogs are smoking.
It helps.
Crap.
It helps that the game shop's there, though.
Yeah, get your fun on. And Famous Faces is awesome. Mark Brunell, you're awesome, and Wanda, your wife.
He was looking for Teenagers from Outer Space role-playing game for me. You ever play that?
No, I haven't.
It's old, and it wasn't popular.
Well, that's the thing about Mark.
Good.
That's the thing about Mark is Mark is awesome, and he will fucking if you mention the game, like I've been to some shops or like comic game whatever, where you mention something, they're like, oh yeah, I know that, and they obviously don't know what the fuck.
Wizard's Wall.
Fuck Wizard's Wall. Actually, I have a friend an online friend that works there, Kevin O'Bedlam.
I don't care. I don't know him.
I like Kevin. That shop sucks my dick. Like fuck that shop. And fuck Dogs of War. I don't give a shit. I will fucking alienate Melbourne, Florida. I don't give a fuck. The only good place in Melbourne, Florida is Famous Faces and Funnies and Get Your Fun On. Because you walk into Famous Faces and Rick or Sean or Jared or the fucking intern are there and they will take care of you. They're nice to you. They'll get what you want.
Well, let's not carry away. They're not always nice to me.
Well, they know you.
Oh, that's true.
To be fair, if they don't know you, they'll be nice to you. If once you put your personality on the table, that's your problem.
They do everything backwards. They're really nice to strangers.
Well, that's how you should be.
They don't have stranger danger.
That's true.
You should have stranger danger. You don't know, especially Jared. Someone could just walk away right with him. Little pixie.
He is a pixie. All right, so back to Famous Faces and Funnies. Lots of $5 trades. You can go there with like $50 and walk out with a handful of good shit.
It's February right now.
It's
you
true.
Could go because there was a fucking Subway block at the end of the plaza. You can get a goddamn sandwich for $5, a big a 12-inch sandwich, and get a trade for $5.
That's 12 inches, right?
There's a Gotham Central for $5 there.
Oh, that book's so good.
No shit, right?
You can go. You can show up for $20 and have a meal and hours of reading.
You could take Gotham Central right now. Take it the way it is. Draw babies on it. And there's Baby Dick right there.
It's true.
Bat Dick.
And what's the guy's name that became Spectre for a minute? I can't think of his name. He was the black cop in Gotham. I know.
Detective Johnson.
It wasn't.
Is that racist? That's racist.
Not really. It was all right. But
Demetrius.
Get Your Fun On. Let's go talk about Get Your Fun On again. I don't remember what all we've edited out, but let's talk about it. Get Your Fun On. Mark and Wanda Brunell. Those guys are awesome. Go to that shop. hang out with them, play Magic. If you want games, they'll find it. They have everything you want. I don't care if it's board games, card games, crazy in-depth role-playing games, anything you want.
Bet they don't have the 50 Shades of Grey party game.
I bet they'll fucking get it for us. And also, Mark's getting a fucking great tattoo. He's getting sleeved out. He's getting a pirate ship fighting Cthulhu, which is amazing.
My God.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like, Mark's tattoo looks it's only outline, but the outline gives me a boner. Like, it's that amazing.
Do you rub it on it?
Oh, if you'll let me, I will. Hey, Mark, here's a love letter. But that shop's great.
50 Shades of Cobble.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Cobble. Oh, man, you don't want that. That's terrible. But basically, that's a giant, it's like a giant arena of fun. Like, nothing but comics and games and stuff. And if they don't have it, they'll order it for you. And if they can't order it, then
You can't get it either.
they'll shank somebody and steal it for you. It's a great place. So check that out.
Yeah, I just informed him of the Power Rangers card game. That's right.
It's awesome.
There's a new one.
I'm down with that.
I'm going to get it.
I was talking to my buddy Chris last night about playing HeroClix again. I kind of miss it.
I've never played HeroClix.
It's a lot of fun, but it's like Magic, where there's just too many sets coming out. Like,
Are there too many, clicks of
HeroClix.
HeroClix?
I see what you did there.
See what I did?
I see what you did there.
It's called a homophone.
No.
Is it a homophone or homonym? It's a homophone.
Hominy.
Hominy. I
Those are
love
grits.
hominy.
Hominy.
The grits are made from hominy. I love hominy.
Is that a Kiss song? Grits are made for hominy, baby.
Chris Rial, are you listening to this? We're talking about Kiss. Oh, that's another thing we talk about. Holy
Is it nice?
shit. I can't believe I've waited this long. We are going to have an interview with Joe Harris.
From Kiss.
No, well, not from Kiss. From New York. He's a big hockey fan and a big New York Yankees fan.
Rangers or Islanders? Rangers, right? It's got to be Rangers.
I would think, I don't know, but I would think Rangers. If you're a Yankees fan, you're usually a Rangers fan.
Yeah.
But Joe Harris he wrote the Man-Bat Battle for the Cowl. He is a current writer on Firestorm, which is getting canceled, which sucks because Gail Simone kind of fucked it up, and you had to come in, and I feel bad for that. But I've been reading it, and it's actually really good right now. But you're the writer of Great Pacific, which is a fan-fucking-tastic book.
Yeah.
Great Pacific is awesome. And you're also the screenwriter for Darkness Falls. I love that movie.
And he made me watch it 2 weekends ago.
I did, and
No, he
loved it.
allowed you to watch it. They saying made you watch it. It just doesn't sound very... I don't know. He allowed you to watch it.
That movie was awesome. And I watched a bad ripoff of it.
That's what it was. He did something in the Nightmare Factory that I saw.
Yes, he did.
That book was nutty.
Really?
It's awesome.
He's got another book. I don't know if it's out yet or if it's still coming, called Hashishian, which is basically the Middle Eastern hashish warriors, like the assassins that used to smoke hashish and go out and kill people.
You ever heard of General Buck Naked?
You had me at bug naked.
It was in Liberia. This is like 10, 15 years ago at the most. Is this guy who would I don't know what they were taking. They were taking some crazy drugs. And they believed if you go into battle naked after eating a kid, you...
Like a goat or a child?
a human child, you would be invincible. So this guy was known for going into battle with just sneakers and just naked. In this Liberian horrible war against, I think it's Charles Taylor. Is that the guy? Who cares? It's not important. But he's General Buck Naked, and now he's a priest. You can go to Vice.com. Watch that.
Wow.
This is a great documentary. The Vice Guide to Liberia. The Vice Guides are awesome. The Vice, it's sick. But
I'm down with this.
Vice.com, Vice Guide to Liberia. You'll see General Buck Naked. Now he's a minister. He's not in jail. He's a minister. This is 10 years ago or whatever, when he believed eating a kid. He ate supposedly 15,000 people.
Wow.
That's a hungry man. That is a hungry man.
I've had Hungry Man dinners. They don't have kids.
Yeah, they don't give you a brownie when you eat a child, I guess.
Wow.
But yeah.
This is Joe Harris's stuff.
Oh, I know.
I'm showing the Craycrofts.
Oh, I fucking know.
Wars in Toyland, Great Pacific. That's a fucking good book. Spontaneous, Ghost Project, The Legend of Dark Knight, Firestorm, which is good. The Hayashishian, I really want to read that. We're going to have Joe Harris on the podcast. I think it'll be next week. We're interviewing in the middle of the week, and we're probably going to put it up on our next episode. I'm very excited to talk to Joe. He is a very interesting guy who is very straightforward with what he believes. I also like the fact that he seems to be anti-Ethan Van Sciver. I love that dude's art, but man, he's a cock.
I don't look up anything that any artist has to say for some reason.
But we're going to have some Joe Harris love soon. I've got a couple of the books I want to mention before we go. We're getting a little long on the episode here. That's right.
Hi-yo.
Manhattan Projects by Jonathan Hickman and Nick Pitara as the artist. Jordy Belair colors and Russ Wooten letters. Basically, let me read the cover. It's what if research and development department created to produce the first atomic bomb was a front for a series of other more unusual programs? What if the union of a generation's brightest minds was not a signal for optimism, but foreboding? What if everything was wrong? So basically, World War II, all of the people that you've ever heard about in history class, all of them.
Abraham Lincoln? Oh, you mean from that time?
World War II, yes. Joseph Oppenheimer.
So Hitler. That's pretty much all.
Yeah. Oppenheimer, Albert Einstein, Richard Feynman, Enrico Fermi, Harry Daghlian, Werner von Braun, FDR. American Badass was awesome, by the way. Have you seen it? FDR.
No, I didn't watch that.
It's so good. Dude, it's so good. Harry Truman, Yuri Gagarin. Like, it's basically like everybody that was in that time period.
Except my grandpa.
He's probably in there. It's super
I doubt
science
it.
and super ridiculous. And there is a dog in a spacesuit with machine guns.
Oh yeah, my grandpa did that.
They have FDR's brain in a jar, and he's like, I don't want to tell you too much about this issue.
There you go.
Those dogs in spacesuits peeing on things.
Oh, silly dog
with machine guns. There is a fucking bad guy called El Conquistador, who is a part-time junior heavyweight luchador champion.
They've done themselves a disservice, though, with their choice of making these covers. Because I've never opened one to look inside. I had no idea that it was that fun looking.
Really?
Yeah. I was just some fucking...
I've got that if you want to borrow it, too. It's awesome.
Yeah, I just thought it was just some, science-heavy...
Yeah, like, with Hickman's last series, Red Wing, which is that 4-issue mini that Image did, it's kind of the same thing. It was very plain, like...
Sorry, Red Wing.
True. True that.
I'm fucking...
Yeah, and it's not like... Not every issue is like this. They're different colors, but it's kind of basically the same thing. There's the symbol in the middle and, like, different patterns around it.
Looks like a record.
Yeah.
It looks like a record.
And that's probably appealing to many a hipster.
Oh, yeah.
As they twirl their mustache.
If I had my scarf on, I probably would have had all of those issues.
You had a lot more issues than that. Hoax Hunters by Image Comics, issue 7. This book is so fucking good.
Why?
It is... Have you ever watched Ghost Hunters or any of those books?
No.
Oh, wow. My wife is distracting us. There's a deer.
A baby deer.
A baby deer swimming and a dude running around. I don't know what's going on.
I don't think it's trapped in the pool. This asshole is holding it in there. Just saying. I'm pretty good with being a detective. But, yeah, he's holding the deer in there. That's not trapped.
All right, distraction woman. Finish it around. Try to finish the goddamn podcast here. God damn.
Fuck you, Bambi. Drown. Venison tonight.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. You're a mountain man, aren't you?
I am a mountain man. Can you tell by this beard and no mustache? Look at that. Chromosomes are a bit off. Anyway, Hoax Hunters, it's, have you read any of it?
No, I didn't never heard of it.
Oh, it's fucking awesome. Basically, it is a TV show like Ghost Hunters, where they go out and they
Hunt hoaxes
yeah,
in lieu of ghosts.
yes, they go out and they do that kind of Ghost Hunters thing.
I'm pretty good with puzzles.
Yeah. The thing is like their TV show is debunking it, but they're really all like psychics or weird mutants or whatever with powers, and they're
That's not
really
true.
well, yeah, they're going out and handling real cases, but putting it on TV like it's fake.
No, okay, yeah. So, like, hiding the reality?
Yeah. And it's awesome. And the first fucking issue 0, is awesome. Because there's a weird, like, Russian cosmonaut that lands, and when he lands, he dies, and he gets crossed over with a bunch of ravens. Mm-hmm. And so, like, he's basically a Russian spacesuit that walks around. He's a spirit combined with the ravens.
Is he
So,
Edgar
like,
Allan Poe?
kind of. He walks around in a spacesuit, and the ravens are part of his body. He sends them out, and they do things, and his name is Murder.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah.
It sounds like The Darkness, though. Like the guy, The Darkness,
Yeah.
the shitty comic from the shitty
Sylvester?
company.
Did Sylvester do that?
I don't care.
Image? Yeah.
Does it matter? It's not Image. It's fucking Top Cow. I don't even dare.
But here's him. Here's him in his spacesuit with the ravens doing their thing. Like, it's a fucking good book. I love it.
That's clever. A murder of crows.
Yeah, it's awesome. And the last one I want to talk about is Storm Dogs. By David Hine, Doug Braithwaite. It is a little standalone mini, 6 issues by Image, and it's basically the universe is colonized and explored, and there are different levels of technology everywhere. And if there's like a union, and kind of they run everything, the government, and if they go to certain planets, every planet has like a technology level. So if they're level 4. If you come to that planet and do anything, you're not allowed to do anything more than 2 levels above it. So you can't exhibit any more technology than level 6. You don't want to fuck the planet up.
I guess.
It's kind of like Dune meets Seven Samurai.
That's pretty giant
It's pretty awesome, is what it
for a
is.
short,
Yeah.
for a mini-series.
Basically, this is a planet that has mined these minerals, and it's a bunch of fucking...
As you do.
as you do. And it's a bunch of basically criminals that work on this planet, and they had a bunch of crazy murders that happened.
Huh.
And so the union sends this group of kind of like a CSI / criminal minds group there.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. You are just easy to get with that CSI shit.
Yeah. And they get there, and they have to investigate, but they're wondering why they have to investigate, because this is a planet that's of really no consequence. The end of the fucking everything. Like, why are we here? And there's like 2 races that live on this planet. They're native to this planet. It's a weird story. It's very interesting, though. It's done really well.
All right.
Storm Dogs.
Storm
Issue
Dog,
3.
Storm Dog Millionaire.
Storm Dog Millionaire. Yes.
And you didn't read Todd, the ugliest kid in the...
Not 2. I read 1. It was pretty good.
2's fucking good.
Is it?
The tone changed hard because he's in jail.
Did it get like...
boy's in jail.
Did it get like... Is it still silly, or did it get...
It's because it was...
Review Todd number 2.
I thought that the first one was silly, but it's also because I'm fucking weird. So
It's
like,
fun, though.
if you read it on the surface, it's really not that silly since that little girl gets taken and killed and shit.
Yeah.
It's really not silly at all. And I thought it was just funny because, again, weirdo. And so this one starts with this kid, like, how old is he supposed to be? I don't even remember.
It's like, he's got no more than like 8.
Yeah, like, and he's in jail next to, like, a guy that's clearly in there for child rape.
Which, at the same time, as much as it bugs me, because it's not going to ever happen.
Yeah.
Did you read the old DC book, Hard Time?
No.
They did a little mini... you remember the old DC Milestone?
No.
With, like, Hardware and Static Shock?
Oh, yeah.
Like that, like, they did, like... It was basically DC's version of, like, let's have black characters. It's
At
what
least
it was.
they didn't, like, write it all different, like graffiti or
Yeah, I mean, it was the most racist shit in the world, but, like, Static Shock came out, Milestone, or Hardware. There was a bunch of books, and, like, some of it was pretty good. But it was basically DC's version of going, oh, shit, we got to do something that black people would like.
They're like, oh, black people can read now.
Shadow Cabinet is what it was called.
Shadow Cabinet.
Yeah.
And When are they going to come back in the new 52?
But
Frank Miller will do it.
But they mentioned Hardware because Hardware is the Batman to Static Shock's Robin in the original Static Shock and Static Shock. It's all from that. But actually, some of it was pretty good. But one of them was like a gang, like straight up a fucking like South Compton gang that all had superpowers. Like it was racist as fuck. Like it was ridiculous.
That does sound awesome though.
It was pretty. I have it all.
It's like the Super Warriors.
I have all of them.
Come out and play, yay!
I don't even remember what we're talking about.
Right now, the Warriors. And how that guy was in The Crow.
Really?
Yeah, the tink guy with the bottles on his fingers. The Warriors come out and play. He was in the fucking Crow. He was the guy driving the fucking car.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. See, I'm usually really good at those kind of connections. I like those, like...
He did it smart. He took about 15 years off in between gigs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like the guy that was the main bad guy in The Crow hasn't done shit since that. That guy's awesome. But the sad thing is...
The brother-sister, like, weirdness?
The bad guy with the sword?
Yeah, like in the main one.
He was in Robin Hood, Prince of
the
Thieves.
white dude and his like, Asian sister. That was
yeah.
He
hasn't done shit since that movie. And he's awesome. I thought he was awesome.
I thought he was pretty cool in the movie.
There's a girl that works at the Sunoco by where I work that looks just like him.
A girl looks just like him?
It makes me laugh every time.
Wow.
Because I hear his voice when she's like asking if I want a receipt, and I'm like, no. I don't want a receipt. You're evil. You're pure evil. You're worse than the sheriff of Nottingham.
With a spoon.
A spoon would hurt more.
I don't remember what the fuck we were talking about.
Potter.
I don't know.
What?
Yeah. Oh.
Todd the Ugliest Kid.
Oh yeah, like so it got darker with the second issue. I mean, it was pretty dark.
It got real fun. I mean, because it was like fun. It was fun on this. It was like fun on the surface and dark as shit. What was going on in the background?
Yeah.
Well, he's in jail. So how fucking fun can it be for him in jail?
Well, yeah.
So like all the fun part was like taken out. And it's just dark and good. It's still like leading somewhere fun. I mean, it's still darkly funny, but it's just dark. It's good. It's real fucking good. I think.
I'll check it out then because I like the first issue. It was fun.
No, yeah, it's good. I stand by it, and I think Danny Trejo is in it now.
And I like the fact that like I'm all about when somebody has like a mask or whatever and they don't take it off. Like with the Dredd movie, the new Dredd movie. Like Carl Urban doesn't take the fuck.
I didn't get to watch it. I haven't watched it.
Holy fuck! Have you not seen it?
I've seen The Raid Redemption, and I understand that's the same movie.
Dude, you need to watch Dredd.
I will. Calm down.
No, like
I will. I have it. I haven't watched it yet. It's in my queue.
It is so fucking good.
Next to Magic Mike.
It's better than Magic Mike.
I bet I'm going to watch both, and I will tell you which one's better.
It is Dredd. All right, do you have a 3D TV?
I don't.
We do. All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. We're fancy. You know what I call that? I call that debt.
I call it you don't have 3 kids either.
No, exactly. Yeah, like I could have kids, or I could spend money on shit I want.
You hook up your goddamn V-Smile to a fucking 3D TV. It's gonna look like shit.
Yeah, that's true. No, watch fucking Dredd.
I will.
In 3D.
No.
At my house.
I'm busy right now. I'm doing a podcast.
Listen here. We need to discuss this. We need to talk about this.
They don't have... Is Death in it?
No.
Why are they gonna have...
I know. And I wanted that. But it was so motherfucking good.
Good.
If you haven't seen Dredd 3D, it is fantastic. Because the drug is slow-mo. And the slow-mo on the 3D is holy fuck.
So you're saying it's good, no slow-mo.
No slow-mo. No slow-mo. Holy shit, it was good. And I'm a fan. I'm not going to lie. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I love the Sly Stallone Dredd. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I am the law.
I don't have a problem with Sylvester Stallone. He doesn't really ruin anything for me. Except, well, I mean, it's like he ruined Stopper My Mom Will Shoot. I mean, it wasn't going to be good. Maybe Rhinestone. I didn't watch that much.
The way I see it, if you pay money, if you push play on a Sly Stallone movie, you know what you're getting.
You've entered into some sort of contract.
Like, don't come into it like high-handed, acting like an asshole. Fuck you, you know.
Yeah, I don't like people that are like, Expendables 1 was good, but Expendables 2 is stupid. I'm like, no, they're the exact same movie, and they're awesome.
Exactly. Fucking exactly. Dread 3D. Holy shit. If you didn't like Dread 3D, I want you to show up in Melbourne, Florida.
What the fuck?
Sable.
It's our cat hiding behind some shit up in the corner. I want you to show up and tell me to my face you didn't like Dread 3D, and I will fight you.
Nunchucks only.
Oh no, I will naked fight you like a spider monkey. It would be ridiculous.
All right, let's do this. Getting all greased up.
That movie was so goddamn good.
I look good. I'm not saying it wasn't.
It was fun.
Stop
and
it.
not gay lowercase fun with a period.
You wrap this up.
No, dude. Like that band's all right, but like how are you gonna be all good and then suddenly throw some auto tune in there? Really?
I'll tell you what. People need to stop comparing them to fucking Queen. That is very.
What?
Oh yeah.
This has happened?
People are like say that they sound like Queen. I'm like, no. They have harmony. Is that what you mean? Because they don't sound shit like Queen.
All right, let me back this up. Are you telling me right now
I'm not lying.
that somebody on this planet
more than one person
said that the band's fun?
Yes.
Don't you stop this.
Sounds like boom.
So you're telling me right now that somebody,
More than one person. Yes.
said the band's fun.
Yes.
Who I kind of like. I mean, I have no problems with that fucking auto-tune shit's bullshit, but
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah,
They're catchy. Like, I like their stuff. I'm good with them. So they're, like, how compared to Queen? Like, they have similar things, or they're as good as?
The people that have told that to me would not expand on it. Because I'm like, no, they're not. Because I've heard of them.
I mean, if you say they have similar things to Queen...
No. Yeah, everyone has similar things to Queen, because
Yeah.
Queen's done everything.
Yeah.
Metallica has similar things to Queen. You ever heard fucking Ogre Battle? Yeah.
I call them Metallica.
I call it Metallica because you can sing any Lady Gaga song like James Hetfield, and it's fucking perfect.
Well,
It syncs up great. Metallica, that might happen too. I'll work on Metallica.
One of the best memes I ever saw was, I call them Metallica because they left me
I'm on the edge.
Yeah, they left me out.
Glory.
It
Fucking works. Everything. When I figured it out, I lost my shit because I'm driving around listening to Lady Gaga, as I'm known to do.
It happens.
I'm at work singing, I'm like driving around singing "Batter My Bedroom Bell." Like it's cracking me up, right? So it comes on to "Telephone." You know "Telephone" by Lady Gaga with Beyonce, right? And without thinking, it's so fucking ingrained in how perfect the music works out. So I'm singing "Telephone." Beyonce's part comes on. Boom! I'm Fred Durst. It was perfect. It was so fucking flawless. I'm like, the way you broke it up my phone. It really worked. It was fucking awesome.
Oh, Craycroft.
Put my coat no faster. It really fucking worked.
You just broke me. Like, if I had a hymen, destroyed.
Punch right through that son of a bitch. Metallica.
One of the best memes I ever saw was, they're not Metallica, they're Talica. They left me out long ago.
Oh.
That was cute.
I didn't grow up with Metallica because my parents liked me. So I grew up with Queen.
No, the thing is, I grew up with both.
I grew up with both.
And I had to fight to get Metallica, but, like, I love Metallica. Master of Puppets is one of my top 10 albums of all time.
Here's how I can ruin that. The band, I think it's Phoenix TX. You remember them? Punk band? Sort of punk band?
Yeah, I heard the name.
They have a song called Pasture of Muppets.
Oh, that's awesome!
That is awesome.
No, fuck yeah.
It might be on the album Purple Rain and Blood.
That's amazing. But see, the thing is, like, if I love a band, if I love a song, if I love anything, I'm all about a parody. Like,
Yeah.
please do it. Like, that's
Oh, they're not a parody. It's just that's just what they call
just
it.
fucking with
It's
it.
not a parody at all. The song titles are just, they're just dicks. It's awesome. They're not like Pasture of Muppets. No, it's
No,
really great.
I wish they
That's
were.
perfect Weird Al shit right there. But
Oh, Weird Al. We have so much music that we can talk about right now.
I know, but I'm thinking your comic fans are done.
well, I hope. I hope they take Metallica to heart. Because that shit is creepy. Like, I figured it out, and bang.
You know, I'm playing telephone after we're done with this. I'm make you do it.
I'm listening to it in my head right now. It's kind of the backdrop for my whole life.
Here's the way I see Lady Gaga. Here it is. All of you fucking if you're under 25.
I'm not.
Yeah, if you're under 25, you're probably a fan of Lady Gaga, or at least a good appreciator. But anybody else, like you're mad about pop music. You're mad about pop music.
I'm not. I love it.
But most people are douchebags.
I love Justin Bieber.
Dude, did you watch his fucking Saturday Night Live?
I haven't watched it yet.
It is hilarious.
No shit.
That dude is
you're not selling me on Justin Bieber.
The thing is, I never hated Justin Bieber.
Is he the next JT?
Oh, he's not Timberlake.
Let's not get carried away.
Fuck that. I got love for Timberlake. That motherfucker. That's my nigga right there.
The only one.
But I never had hate for Justin Bieber. Like I never listened to it a lot. I don't listen to fucking typical pop radio, top 40 stuff. And I've heard his stuff here and there, and I'm like, oh, he's all right. Like, why are you mad at him? Like,
watch him play drums. It's sickening.
He's no worse than any other fucking person that's like got popular for the last 20 years. I'm like, why are everybody so mad at him? Like, oh, he's young and skinny and attractive, and I kind of want to rub his smooth body with olive oil. I mean, but it, like,
dip him in herbs. What is he like?
Yeah. Oh god damn. I feel like, what's
we're gonna need a bigger oven.
We're gonna need a bigger oven. Oh shit.
That sounds like something. Never mind. Shit almost got real bad.
Yeah. But I was like, I don't hate the guy. Like I never understood the hate. And then I watched the Saturday Night Live. Dude's funny.
No, he took over Funny or Die. Like after his first album came out, he took over Funny or Die for a day. And like he made it's probably still on there, Justin Bieber screensaver, where he would just sit there at like a computer and he's like, hey. Like, it was hilarious.
It's just funny.
He like redid a bunch of other, like he did David at the Dentist. Like he did all that shit.
And the thing is, like, dude's what's he like, I don't know, 7.5 now? I don't know, he's like 19, 20.
Oh shit. No, he's older.
Fuck, good for that kid. Good for him. I hope he makes all the money in the world. I hope he fucks all the bitches.
I think he is. I think that's why he just broke up with Selena Gomez. I heard that he's on the scissor.
I heard
the scissor.
He had like some little rapper dude he was hanging out with. He's like smoking weed on the scissor. He's on the purple drink. He's on the fucking 3-6.
Right, you just threw something at me I didn't notice.
3-6 Mafia.
Oh yeah.
All right. And then my wife says we gotta go.
So, in summation, Justin Bieber is great, and comic books are fun.
He's
a very handsome boy.
God, he's a handsome man. Oh, he's so handsome.
My grandson.
Oh, God.
Big fan.
Oh, God, I love him. He's a pretty boy. Oh, God. Well, okay, we're gonna end this episode.
We're gonna listen to some Lady Gaga.
We're gonna listen to Lady Gaga. I'm actually gonna go take Craycroft across the room over here.
No, you're not. I gotta go.
You leaving?
I gotta go. I live far away. I can't go like this. I can't go. Look at me. I'm Angus Young from 2013.
You could. All right. Well, next time.
I don't know about hate being Angus Young more than I hate working at Domino's.
All right. So this was episode 5 of Breaking
Bieber Talk.
The Fourth Wall. Bieber the Fourth Talk. Breaking the Fourth Wall. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk to you next week.